Welcome, I was still alive. So today, gonna bring you Growing Up. So this game is developed and published by Vile Monarch, and it's about life. So we start as a baby, and we go until adulthoods, and we need to have some. We're gonna have some choice to do, skills until we get our career. So it's like making our own life, but in a game. And of course, in terms of careers, they say how much careers there is in the game, I think. But there is the easy jobs, right? And there is the hard jobs to get. That is being an astronaut, an actress, CEO of a company, or even the president of the United States. Of course, those are the hardest jobs to get. Don't forget about that. This game there is multiple endings because of the jobs, and you can do multiple playthroughs only because of the choice that the game has, the friends that you're gonna meet, and of course the jobs that you'll get. So this game seems very interesting because of how it is. Of course, about that, and you have a skill tree that you need to know what to put for what you want to put at the same time. So remember about that. People say that on the first playthrough it's hard to get a good job because you are learning the game yet, but then on second and third you're gonna understand better how the game works. I think this game seems very good because multiple endings, meaning play value. It's always different every playthrough that you're gonna get. So if you enjoy this type of games and you want to try out, you can buy it already on Steam because the game came out today. So let's start here. You're about to start a new game. Each playthrough is different. You'll meet different people, you got different events, and you'll be able to shape your own future. The game saves your progress each turn. Okay, continue. Why it saves each turn? Because like that you cannot change the rests. Like that you can't cheat. Welcome to life. Soon you'll be born to two wonderful folks. Here it is, we are going. Of course you start as a child and you go to the adulthood. Don't forget, take a look. So we gotta put our father, choose your parents, and this. Let's choose these two. They are recent learner your sex. What do you think it is? You can leave it to fate, that is the game that will random put your sex, or you can manipulate. I want to be a boy. That's right, you'll be a boy. Hey, look, they are writing a letter to you. Dear child, we are so excited to welcome you into this world. There is so much we want to teach you about, like how to be compassionate. No man is an island, and we hope you'll make lots of connections and extend your hand to those in need, okay? We hope you'll grow big and healthy and also smart. I think it's better to smart, right? Or creative. Smart, right? But smart, maybe there's a lot of pressure. But creative is like, I think I go smart. There's so many things in the world to learn. We hope your thirst for knowledge never runs out. We promise to do the best job as we can as your parents. We will be caring, understanding. We will support you in any choice you make and every endeavor you undertake. If you have trouble, we can always come to us with it. If you fall, we'll pick you up and put you back on track. When you succeed, we'll be there to congratulate you. We can't wait to finally meet you. We wonder what kind of person you'll become. My parents! What a lovely letter. Let's not make them wait any longer. It's time for your big arrival. Because it's like that on real life. Oh, it's time. And we get out. Welcome to Growing Up. You have just been born and your journey through life awaits. But first, it's time to choose a name for yourself. Okay? It's a boy. We'll put theloladass. As you continue to grow in each turn, your goal will be to learn a new skill. Each skill requires you to have enough knowledge points in order to learn. So knowledge point, there it is. It's this as you can see we have 0 ears. And we need to, this is what you need to learn skills, the knowledge points, okay? As it happens, you have enough knowledge to learn your first skill, crawling. Tap the button to crawl, to learn. Okay, we learn crawling. Perfect, you have learned your first skill. It's time to practice what you've learned. Okay, you can practice your learned skills in the schedule. Tap the button to open the schedule. Tap the crawling skill to add it to your schedule. Okay, so we have 3 slots to the schedule, okay? Perfect, you fill one of your schedule slots with the crawling skill. Practice skills takes time and you won't always be successful at first. But the more you practice, the better you'll get, okay? You need to put the others, of course. You fill out your schedule slots, now tap the button to end this turn and practice what you learned, okay? Company, no, we missed it, damn it. Next. Yay! Succeed! And the second and third, yay! Congratulations, you mastered your first skill. Mastering skills rewards you with a large one-time bonus. Tap the button to continue. So because we master it, we receive 80 knowledge points. Okay. Finish. Come look, I think Lola is going to crawl. Crawl forward, roll around, crawl backwards. No, crawl forward. You crawl forward. That's the way. Okay, so new skills that we get. It's walking. It means that you need physique, okay, and talking, that you need intelligence, okay. In each turn, you get a little bit older. You can see your current age on your profile. We can see there. Once you reach 18 years of age, you'll face a final exam. There we go. When you reach to 18 years of age, you'll face a final exam which will decide who you will become. But it's when you go to the university, right? 18 years. So it's like that you decide your job. Okay. New skills are available for you to learn. Unfortunately, you do not have enough knowledge points to learn them just now, because they require 100 and we only have 80. Each new skill is tied to one of 5 attributes: intelligence, empathy, physique, memory, and imagination. I saw that. To lower the knowledge cost of a skill, okay, simply gain more of the attribute it's tied to. Okay, so the more you get, the lower it costs, okay. You can gain more attributes by develop your very own mind. Tap the button to open brain map. Oh my god, brain map. Jesus. Tap neurons to collect attributes. Tap neurons, that is this, to collect attributes. Each collect attribute will lower the knowledge cost of the skill tied to that attribute. Keep collecting attributes until you run out of brain points. That's this. Okay, we reach out. You spent all your brain points. Tap the back button to leave the brain map. Okay. You now have enough knowledge to points to learn new skills. Okay. So we press talking. Talking. Choose the next skill: getting attention or building towers. Okay. The early years are time for exploration and discovery. Choose which skill you want to learn next in your next turn. So getting attention, that is more intelligence that you need, or the building towers, that is imagination. I think I go for the imagination. You have now enough knowledge point to learn new skills, okay, because the walking. Okay, so now choose another. Cabinet climbing or playing with parents. It's like climbing, cabinet climbing, you get more physique, it's about physique. But playing with parents is more empathy. But I think cabinet climbing can be bad for us, so I go for empathy. You done all you could in this turn. Time to practice your new skills. Tap the button to enter the schedules and finish the turn. Okay, so and in here shows like gains from scheduling plus free intelligence and true empathy and imagination. In here is more empathy and of course physique. Talking, I'm gonna put walking and talking more. From now on, the skills you schedule reward you with additional attribute points. Tab, because we saw that is this. Okay, enter. Okay, we are trying to talk. It wasn't very good. Bad. Yes, we learned to talk. Nicely done. We get this. But we couldn't walk. Only quick, let's get it to take the first steps. Take a careful step, try and run, spin around and fall over. Take a careful step. You take one careful step, then another, then you fall down. Oh wow, did you get that on camera? The camera, yes, maybe next time. Of course. New skills available, that is the building towers and playing with parents. We don't have enough. Brain map. Collect knowledge neurons to gain more knowledge points. Okay, collect knowledge neurons, that is this, to gain more knowledge points to spend on learning new skills. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Damn it, doesn't have more. Don't have points for nothing. Okay, let's go for walking, more walking and then talk. Nice, we learned to walk, very good. Nicely done. Nice, and we talk more. As you grow, you will change. Yeah, we already have 2 years. From now on, your attributes have a growing bonus. Okay? The growing bonus will increase your attributes every turn by the specified value. It shows here that's +2. Okay, we can learn building towers. Okay, building towers. Okay, next skill. That is memory, that is basic shapes, or adventuring, that's imagination. I think I go for basic shapes. Okay, tap X, that is this, to gain a large amount of attribute points and increase the attribute growing bonus. Okay. Nicely done. Okay, like that. Schedule. Let's do building towers and walking. Let's go for building towers more and then walk. Damn it, we failed. First one. Nice. We mastered already the building towers. And the walking, because we already mastered it, we are good. The blocks are yours to play with. The infinite choice stretch out before you. Build a castle, build a skyscraper, build a small city. A castle. You build a castle large and impossible to break. Nice, what is that? Be support, whatever it is. They didn't know what it was. Okay, new skills, that is basic shapes. You are almost time for preschool. You will soon face a new challenge. Until then, learn and practice as much as you can. You can check your progress in the skill tree window or by tapping any of the available skills in the skill panel. Good luck. Okay, in here shows what you learned. Okay. Playing with parents. This is what we have. We can buy this already. The playing with parents or basic shapes, but you need more. Okay, let's go here in here. Okay, nicely done. Can't do basic shapes because there is it requires a lot. So playing with parents is what I go for. I need to learn that back. In here, can I buy? Yes, playing with parents. And with that we can play with animals, playing with kids. Let's go for play with kids. Okay. Schedule. Okay, let's do playing with parents and a little bit of building towers. Nice, we mastered it already. Nicely done. Good job, good job. Okay, so we are on Preschool now. New skills available. Mathematics, count to 10 and you require 8000. Nature, gardening basics, it's empathy and literacy, learning the alphabet, memory. We are not smart, in terms of memory we are bad. Okay, got it. You are now going to Preschool. You'll spend your mornings here and go back home in the afternoon. From now on, you need to take care of your mental health. Okay, so these are mental health. The more relaxed you are, the more skills you'll be able to schedule. However, if you overwork yourself, you won't be able to learn anything new, and some of your schedule slots will be locked, okay? The harder the new skills will be, the bigger effect on you they will have. Each schedule skill will slightly lower your mental health, okay? So you need to be careful. You can't overwork. To raise your mental health, you'll need to entertain yourself from time to time. You can learn new entertainment activities by performing actions. Tap the jigsaw actions to learn a new entertainment activity. Okay, that's... Okay, each action costs action points, which replenish at the beginning of each turn, okay? More 10. Damn it. More. Brain map. Tap brain point neurons to gain additional brain points to spend in the brain map, okay? Remember, you cannot exceed your brain point limits. Okay. Go for this. Okay. Nicely done. Very, very good. So mathematics, we need to learn this. I want to learn mathematics by this skill. No, I don't want the gardening basics. I want this, learning the alphabet. Okay, go home. Okay, schedule. You can add discovery entertainment activities to your schedule. Make sure you keep your mental health above 0 at all times, otherwise you'll face serious penalties. Okay. Okay, so okay, skills only shows this. All shows everything. Okay, only to learn. So jigsaw puzzle and this. We need to put everything. Yes, we need to put everything. Damn it, we didn't learn to count to 10 yet. Nice! Woo! Learn to count to 10. Come on, you need to learn how to do a jigsaw puzzle. Okay, new skills of writing numbers. Okay, we need to buy that. At the end of preschool and every subsequent school you go to, you'll have an exam, okay? Each exam will test your knowledge, so be sure to learn as many skills as possible before ends. New event, exam. Are you ready for school? The first exam in your life is coming soon. It will show how you have spent your preschool years. 2 turns left to exam, okay? You can see how well prepared you are and how many terms are left until the upcoming exam. Your exam readiness improves every time you learn or master a new skill, okay? The higher your exam readiness, the more moves you'll be able to perform in the exam. Each new location contains new actions to perform. Travel between locations by tapping the photograph. Okay. So you have the playgrounds and you have the playground and playroom. Okay. Jigsaw puzzle. Nice. Very good. In here, slides. Damn it. New entertainment unlocked. The slides. Okay. We go for writing numbers. Very good. Let's go for this, now to this side. Okay. Like that. 31. Collect empty to collect. Okay, I can save a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm gonna save. In here we have to watching cartoons. I can do that too, but I need more action points. Let's go for schedule. Okay. So we're gonna do writing numbers, jigsaw puzzle and slides, and a little bit of writing numbers too. Oof, nice. Nicely done. We are getting smarter. New skills available, comparing quantities. Okay. What more? Learn to the slides. Damn it. Brain map. Tap the next map neuron to reset the brain map and receive a large amount of additional brain points. Remember, you cannot exceed your brain points. Okay. But they didn't appear nothing of that. Okay. So go home and watch cartoons. I fell asleep. Okay. We don't have a lot of knowledge points because I need to get more knowledge points. Okay, let me see. Memory, we are not very good at memory. We need to learn slides, writing numbers. In writing numbers you'll lose... what is this? We lose this, okay. Because it's like learning and not having fun. But we want more. We already have 2 fun in here. You fall asleep. You learn to slide, very good. Nice, mastery rewards. We already have master on writing numbers. Nice. Okay. We are 44, okay. Brain map. I want these. Like that. Okay, let's go back. We already know how to slide. Let's go for this. Learn the alphabets and go for gardening tool. Nicely done. Go home and see some television. You fall asleep yet? Okay, exam. Tap the attributes to collect them. Each tab collects all adjacent, okay, attributes of the same type as well. Okay, once you have enough attributes, tap tasks, okay, to complete them and increase your total score. Get as many points as possible to reach the highest grade. Keep in mind you have a limited number of available moves. That's 100, right? Okay. Nice. B, not bad. Not bad. It's a B grade. I think it was good. For the moves that I had, only 11, I got B grade, where it's not bad at Preschool. Okay, new skills. That is writing, pet care basics, and geography. Welcome to elementary school. It's time to take your education up a notch. Your parents will expect more and more of you. You'll need to make sure they are satisfied with your efforts. Okay? Your parents expect more and more of you. You'll need to make sure they are satisfied with you. So these are the parent satisfaction. The more skills you schedule, the higher your parent satisfaction will be. On the other hand, entertainment will lower parent satisfaction. So we don't need to be careful with mental health and parent satisfaction. Okay. Similar to your mental health, make sure your parent satisfaction stays above 0 or else you'll face serious penalties. Okay. So we have now pride. Open school map. Classroom. Well, for now we only have classroom. Okay. Brain points X and action points X increase your brain points and action points limit respectively. Tap them to get more. Okay. Okay, 0. Now we have charm too. Because I saw there like star and it's charm. They didn't explain for now what means charm and pride. Okay, expectations, we don't have nothing for now. Okay, so for now it's like I'm not gonna learn nothing yet. I can buy, for now only have mathematics in here, skill tree, compare quantities, because you can't buy it yet, because it's in here. Okay, go home. Hey kid, check this out. Your parent is holding a glass of clear liquid with an egg inside. Yesterday I put an egg inside this glass of vinegar. They take it out and hold it in their hands. What do you think is going to happen when I drop it? It's gonna break. Sure, it's gonna break. Well, let's find out. The other, it falls down on the ground, but to your surprise, it doesn't break. Whoa! Surprised, shell has dissolved in vinegar, and all that's left is a soft memory. Isn't science fascinating? If you study a lot, you'll learn about a lot more interesting wonders like this. Okay, so you are seeing that our parents want us to be a scientist. Is what I'm seeing. From now on, your parents will set additional goals for you to complete. There you go. Complete expectations, that's in here, to gain rewards like additional satisfaction points. Failure to complete expectation with a term limit will result in penalty. Okay. New expectations. Raise your intelligence. The wonders of science never end. There is always something fascinating to learn about. So we have 3 turns left. On competition, 150, okay, pride, and 5 for the parents. Penalty, you lose 5, okay. You can check your current expectations in the expectation tab. Complete expectation will also reward your pride points. It's a special currency you can use to request gifts from your parents, okay. To choose gifts, enter the request store. While you're in your home, tap the button to enter the request store. There are many gifts categories in you can choose from. You can use the filters to switch between different categories. Gifts will unlock new locations and activities. Trips will raise your mental health and select attributes, okay? And if you raise your parent satisfaction to proud, you can even make special requests. Oh. Click on the items to see the description of the effects and buy them. Okay, unlock it to music to take kind of go on a walk with my favorite tunes. Board, entertainment, okay. Unlock art space gallery. This unlocks Starcade, okay. entertainment, trips, they're expensive of course, clothes, for smart and nice, for future rappers, fit for sports, okay, and there's more, fancy pants, a special request, you need this, okay, wardrobe, okay, racial intelligence, science is inspiring, to 100 intelligence, is it? Because I already have 300. Isn't this already done? Because I have 300. Isn't this 100? Okay. Okay, so let's go. Skills. We only have these. Garden. So let's put garden basics. We have more schedules now. So entertainment always lose a little bit for the fathers. Like this. Learning, everything. Nice, we already mastered gardening basics. Nice, we learn how to watch cartoons. It's recess. Kids are doing the things kids do. Playing with blocks, reading books with big fun print on it. One kid in the corner is playing the xylophone. It's strange. It actually doesn't sound terrible, almost like real music. C, D, F, F, F. He seems to be muttering the names of the notes as he plays them. Tell him sounds good. That's really good. How you learn to do that? He looks a bit scared, like a deer in the headlights. Then, before you can say anything, he picks up the cell phone and moves to hide on the other side of a bookcase. A few moments later, you hear the notes floating up and over again. Recess ends shortly after that. Oh, here we go, a new exam. The exam will happen at the end of elementary school. Make sure you are prepared and prove you are the smartest kid in the class. You have 8 turns. New location available, library. You can access new school location by tapping the photograph. School locations are only accessed when you are at school. That's easy to understand. So you have library. Hide and seek. Okay. First, we're gonna unlock writing. Brain map. Okay, not enough points. Okay, doing this. 72. We can't do nothing more. Go to hide and seek to learn. Nice. Nicely done. In here what we have? In here we don't have nothing. Okay. Our parrots is going down. We need to be careful with that. We can buy pet care basics too. I think it's gonna be good. Okay, we have a lot. So writing. Put shoe. Pet cave basics, and we're gonna learn. We're gonna more writing, and put some thing to relax a little bit. That's gonna be watching cartoons. Learn to write, nice, but we didn't master yet. The bunny jumping to us. Nice, we already mastered the writing skill. Okay. New skills available, spelling and light synthesis. What the fuck is that? So in here shows that requires 300 empathy, 300 memory, and 300 memory too. Okay. Tap super brain point neurons or super knowledge point neurons to receive a big amount of. Okay. That seems interesting. Hmm, 15. Okay, this is good. We learn a lot. Almost this. There is one turn left. Okay, we need to get smarter. Out in front of school, you see a kid from the other day, the one who will be playing the xylophone. He's holding a cassette player like some kind of magical talisman. He seems to be humming a song to himself. You wave your hand at the kid and it takes a few moments, but he looks up. Hello, what are you listening to? Music? What kind of music? Electronica? What's electronica? What's electronica? It's a music made electronically. Cool. That sounds neat. It sounds like if a computer could cry or laugh. What? That's an interesting way to put it. I'm theloladass. Richard. That's my name. Richard P. Nelson. What's the P stand for? P stands for P. It's my mom's favorite letter. Oh, that's neat. Not really. See you tomorrow. Yeah. See you tomorrow. See, you made a new friend. Yay! We got a friend. A new location that is school entrance. You can access new city locations by tapping the photograph. City locations are only accessible when you are at home or exploring the city. Okay, home only. We only have home. Okay. So we only have one turn left to get 100. So we go for the smartest things. We gotta put a lot of these. Get it smart. Nice. It says again, reaches played xylophone. A F F C A F. Ask what he's playing. Hey Richard, what are you playing? Oh, the name song to Dino World. I love Dino World. Yeah, dinosaurs are cool. I like all the music. Don't forget this game passed on 90s, so that's why they talk about dinosaurs. He stopped playing to think about what he wants to say. The music is scary, but also makes me think of like the science stuff. Talk about dinosaurs. I really like the baby T-Rex in the movie. I wish I could have one as a pet. I like Ankylosaurus, the neat like tail ball. I like it. Yeah, I wish I had one of those. I'll smack so many people on the ankles. Ha, yeah. Richard shakes a phone stick like an ankylosaur's tail. You should talk about dinosaurs and play with cell phone until recess ends. Expectation, raise your touch, fulfilled. Nicely done. We got a lot of pride and our parents are like us. Nicely done. Look at these prides. Come on, parents. Come on. You have to enjoy me. Okay. I think I'm gonna try to get more knowledge instead of buying already. So we have school entrance in here. We have, what is this? Hopscotch. And we have the swing. So new things to do. We failed, but at least we'll learn. Hopscotch is this, okay. Because in here where I live it's not called hopscotch, it's the monkey or like that. Okay, that's good. I think it was good. Let's go home. One boring day at home. So bored. Bored? Hey kiddo, you know only boring people get bored. Listen to your parent. Are you saying I'm boring? Well, are you bored? When there is nothing to do, there is always something to do. Ever played the giant game? No. You think that what object you might use as a giant, like a tree for a toothbrush? Okay, that's just lame. Are you bored right now? Play giant game. If I was a giant, I would use a shirt as a hat. Now you are getting it? Nice. Uh-oh, new expectation. Raise your imagination. Hey, we only have 222. Only bored people get bored. Learn how to find interest. 3 turns only. Oh my god. Imagination. Do I have something that... no, I don't have nothing that increases imagination. Damn. That kinda sucks. I don't have nothing for imagination. Okay, so let's go for writing. We still didn't learn this. Swing. And pet care. And I think I go for these two. Nicely done. Damn it, the bunny is always attacking me. He just smiles at you at the recess starts. Wanna hear a new song I learned? Yeah, of course. However, you both know the cell phone has been put up on a shelf no one can reach. The teacher sees you and Richard looking at it. Sorry Richard, but you need to branch out. Why don't you two draw? The teacher heads off to make sure some kids aren't ruining the carpet. Chat with Richard. So, what new songs have you learned? Nothing that neat, just some songs from my tapes. Your tapes? 4th cassette player. I have like 3 tapes. Nothing great. Well, when we get the chance, I would love to hear what you learned. Yeah, okay. Class starts shortly after. Okay, so we need imagination. Only choose. Damn it. Tap the insight node to reveal nearby neurons. Oh, okay. But where is that? Doesn't appear nothing. Okay, got him more imagination. These only collect empathy points. Damn it, I don't have nothing for imagination. Yeah, because all we have from in here those that have nothing. This, that. The baby. Damn it, I don't have nothing for here. Continue playing to unlock. Damn. Don't have nothing in here, so let's go home. Blanket forts. Here it is, some imagination. That our parents aren't enjoying. I need to increase more for the parents. So let's go for this. Compare quantities. Okay, compare quantities. The blanket. And more compare quantities. Nice. Good job. Nicely done. Basic operators. Jesus Christ. Where am I already? Jesus. Can go for brain map already. Okay, we got our parents' expectation. That's good. Getting knowledge points is what I think it's better for now. You see Rich at the gym. Some other kid seems to bothering him. They leave when you come over. Richard, those friends of yours? No, just some kids that are mean. Oh, talk about music. You didn't know my parents have a lot of cassette tapes? They do? Yeah, I think they even have Dino World soundtrack on one. Really? Yeah, invite Richard over. You should come over sometime. You can listen to it. Oh, that might be fun. The plans for hangout have been made. Nice. You came over to find your parents waiting for you. Kiddo, we need to talk. What's going on? Look, we have been talking and we think you need to work less, okay? You spend far too much time on schoolwork, homework. You need to take some time for yourself. Enjoy being young. Tell her, Craig, say you are having lots of fun. I'm having plenty of fun. I am. Geez, you two are so judgy. You can feel the judgment radiation through the wall even after you got to your room. Okay, new location, gym. New expectation, perform entertainment activities. So it's not in here. So entertainment, that's this. Okay, I can do it. So we have some quests in here. I can do something like arcade tickets. Now I can do this. Portable music player. Okay. Trips. I can do this or what? Imagination and memory. This. Let's go for Quackland. That was fun. Okay. From entertainment activities 3 times. Okay. I can't do that. So we have the gym now. It's just another day in PE. When you note some of kids calling the coach stoneheads. Yeah. How about you run some suicides? Go on, get. And you. Coaches look right at you. Stop your lollygagging. Why aren't you running laps? Start jogging. You get to jogging without making eye contact with the coach. Dress of class pants standard. Most just going overstretched as everyone files out of class. Hey, whoa, wait a moment there. Sorry, I yelled at you before. Just go and make sure you get into the habit. Trust me. By the time you are my age, it's way too late to get in shape. He laughs, but obviously he's only half joking. No more lollygagging. See you next class. You see him almost go to slap you on the back or so, but he doesn't. Explore different locations to discover new side skills you can learn. All side skills are labeled with a yellow color. Learn side skills doesn't increase your exam readiness, but opens up a new possible ending for your archive. Okay, so I can unlock. Playing catch. Jump rope. Nicely done. Okay, we don't have more activity points in here. Damn it. Okay, let's brain map. The knowledge X reduces the knowledge cost of alcohol. Oh, that's good. More this. Okay, this is good. It was very good. Geography is what I go for. I think it's the best one. One day Richard comes over to your place. This leads to both sitting in your room with nothing to do. So what do you have to do? Richard just shrugs. Listen to your parents' tapes. Yep. We could check out my parents' tape collection. Richard perks up at that. The two of you rate your parents' tape collection. Oh wow, that got a lot. Look at this, Dino World soundtrack. Boys Next Door, that one I don't know. Yeah, let's just be careful with them. Richard nods and is almost pleased with them in how careful he is. You spend the afternoon listening to tape after tape. It isn't until after he leaves you notice the Dino World tape is missing. He must have left it in his cassette player. Okay. We have 3 turns until the exam readiness. I need to increase more. Okay, schedule. So entertainment we need. So first we're gonna do this. Playing catch. Geography. Jigsaw, puzzle, jump rope. We have more down, don't forget about that. And we go more for let me see. It tells you we array a lot. We can do some geography too. Nicely done. We already mastered it. Good job, playing catch. We don't know nothing about that. Yes. Nicely done. Oof. New skills available. Stretching, physical education, and social science, sociology. Nicely done. We got that too from the parents. Not have nothing more. So stretching, this is a like they say, side skill. You can learn that too. We need to increase more. I need to be more smarter. We have something on the gym to do. That's stretching. We got the injury. Nicely done. Like that, it's learned. Brain map. Go for that. Okay, good. This was good. Not a lot of knowledge, but a lot of charm. But I need more. I need to get more smarter to go when I go for exam. I have more. How I can say more about how it turns to do the exams. You eventually call Richard. It's clear he's been avoiding you. Hey, I brought you some tapes. Richard holds out a few cassette tapes. You get the feeling it's most of his collection. Where's my parents' tape? I'm sorry. You can't say it, but it's clear it was an accident. He shows it, the tape is pulled out, ruined. It looks like he might cry. It's okay. Thanks so much for the tapes. They are not very interesting, just a lot of cheap bargain bin stuff. Ready to welcome? Rich is too upset to speak, but he nods and you should welcome. Family movie tonight you're watching Bunny and Quack movie. Whoa, I can't believe Quack forgave Bunny after all that happened. Won't you forgive your friends no matter what they did? You're right, I would. Alright, you're right, I would. Of course I would, they are my friends. Even if they broke one of your toys? I'm not sure. It's not always easy to forgive others, but it's not easy to hold a grudge either, and usually it's not worth it. You ponder at those words as Quack and Bunny make up. Okay, so what's this? New expectation. Raise your empathy. Okay. You are a good kid, make sure to carry that forward and make a change in the world. 3 turns. Okay, raise your empathy. This is not for empathy. No. Can I do more requests? Special request costs a lot. So maybe I can save that. Okay, raise your empathy. That's the bunny. Only have the bunny, right? No, I have these two. So go for these. Go for bunny 2 times. Stretch. And learn music. Listen to music, not learn music. Nicely done. Good. Always good to do that. Stretch, not bad at all. Whoa, we'll learn immediately the music. Listen to music, of course. You see Rich walk along, head down. You also see the bullies that have been bothering him. They're shoving him back and forth. See how it goes. Now help him. Hey, leave him alone. The bullies scatter at the sound of your voice. Richard looks over at you sadly. Sorry. Maybe I won't get picked on at all in middle school? Maybe. It will be a whole new start. Yeah, all new. It's clear Richard is worried about what middle school will be like. I'm gonna say I'm scared too. I'm scared too. Really? Of course, all the time. I don't have any idea what middle school will be like. Everything scares me. Yeah. But you will be there. I will be there, so you know. Yeah. As elementary school nears the end, you and Richard head off to class for one last time. Soon, a new adventure will start for both of you. Okay. New skill, pull-ups. Okay, we have pull-ups. I like that. Let's go for that. Each general education day of the week, push-ups, running, pull-ups. You have done exact shoe, which one more than you have ever done before. Come on, a little more, just one more. You can do it. You can not do it. You drop to the ground, rubbing your arms. Good work. Yeah. No, really. You kept going, but you didn't hurt yourself. Sore. That's just the muscle being a bit hurt, but it will grow back stronger. You don't want to tear it, but it's sore good, and some other kids shout for Stonehead to come help them. Be right there. Sorry, gotta go check that out. Feel free to just rest till the end of class. Cuts run off, giving you the last few minutes of class to yourself. Okay, so you got push-ups. There's nothing more to do in here. Okay, you can these light synthesis too. Gray map. Okay, let's go. Through here. No, I don't want to reset. Go for these. More empathy, like that we have for our father. Inside, there's nothing to do with. Okay, nothing more. We intelligent, we are very good. That's like, I need to get more knowledge points. Like people say, to get knowledge points is hard. Because like you want all these too, but you need knowledge points to increase. And they're very expensive. Look at this, sociology. Almost 300. Like, Jesus. So let's go home. One of your prizes read the newspaper. This headline reads, physical activity of our nation youth at all time low. They shoot you a look. I'm very active. What's so good about that? I'm very active. I'm not one of the kids from the art. I love moving around. In fact, you always complain that I spend too much time outside and not enough studying. Well, how about we go outside together today and play some ball? Whoa, new expectation. Raise your physique. It's like, it's what I'm better. Like, whoa, full of muscles already in kid. Okay, we have 3 turns. Jesus, I'm already full of muscles. Jesus. Okay. I can do some requests. It's like this only to get some wardrobe, right? Can buy some. I go for this. Can buy it one. It's like the problem I want to save for this to see how this works. I can buy already one of them. Raise parts such fast to proud to unlock. Raise parts such fast to proud to unlock. Wait, but why? 5 plus 5 access points count. Why I can't buy? I have 400. Okay. Interesting, I can't, but I don't know why. The city map, this what's like, you only have home for now. Okay. Okay, so he wants his physique. You want physique, father? You're gonna get physique. Okay, we're gonna do some pull-ups. Some geography, because we didn't learn yet. We need to entertain a little bit. Jump rope, because it's physique. And geography too. Okay, good job. We are doing some pull-ups already. Damn it. Nice. Fuck. It was hard to learn the geography. New skills, cartwheel, food chains. Huh? Okay, got cartwheel. Okay, we have something in gym to happen. It's cartwheels. Nice. We already have our power satisfaction, that it was easy immediately. But I need to be careful, like for us we are decreasing a lot and for our parts it's very high already. Okay, spelling or basic operators. What will be good for the exam? I think when we are in this time is like spelling, right? Is what it is the best. Right, or basic operators. Time to operate those operators. Learn our master skill. Raise exam readiness. This increase always. Okay, let's go for this. Okay, we don't have nothing new in here. We want this. Don't have enough points. Go for this. More knowledge. You can buy these too. Nice. Okay, so let's go home. You find your parents painting the wall in the living room. Hey kid, want to lend us a hand? Lend a hand. Sure, why not? You grab a brush and help. What's the weird blue tape for? That's guide tape. Help us not painting things we don't want to. Makes sense. You should always learn everything you can about any skill you can. Being versatile is an advantage. I'll keep that in mind. Okay, so they want to learn 2 new skills or activities. No! That's gonna be hard. Learn 2. Mine are already expensive as fuck. How I can learn something? Parents? Or activities? These are activities, right? This is gonna be hard. I can't learn. No. Okay, we need to go to the exam. Okay. You have 27 turns. Collect 6 attributes in a single tap to earn a flow power up. Flow collects all attributes in a row or a column. Okay, let's go for this immediately. Go for them. Good. Increasing that. It's not very good. We have this. Nice. C. No, we only have C. Damn it. A C. Jesus Christ, that's bad. New location, Red Shaker Cafe. North Pine Galleria. Damn it. That sucked hard. Only a C. It wasn't easy to do it. It was super hard, I have to say. Tap the rainbow X to increase all attributes and the growing bonus at all. Okay. That was hard as hell. God damn it. Since you are now going to middle school, your parents will grant you more and more freedom. From now on, you will be getting an allowance. A small sum of money every turn. Okay, every turn you gave us money. If your parents' advice is hike, You'll get more allowance per turn. If your pound size is low, you'll not get any allowance. You can spend money in stores on various items such as mental health, replenishing food in the diner, or clothes at the shopping mall, and many more. You can also earn money by performing work skills. Work skills can be found in many different locations. Be sure to explore. Tap on work action to learn new skill. Okay. That's interesting. So we have new things. Okay, that's to check the cafe. You enter local diner, seem to be the only one in the restaurant. Oh hello, sit anywhere you like. The waitress comes over and gives you a menu and a big smile. How about a milkshake on the house? Take a milkshake. That will be swell. Swell, huh? I haven't heard anyone say that in a while. Be right back, huh? She brings your drink back fairly quickly. You want anything else with this? You order and notice when you do, she just adds into the bag and comes out with your food not much later. Are you doing all the cooking? Oh well, during busy hours there is normally someone to help, but on off hours, yeah, it's just me, Mei Zhang. Short order cook and world best waitress. Short order cook? It's like hamburger eggs, things you make very quickly. Diner food. Not only kind of cooking I know how to, all the things I could teach you. A few other people coming to the restaurant. Sorry, dirty cows. Feel free to come back anytime. May rush off to talk to the new customers. This new location contains a store where you can buy many interesting items with your money. You can enter the store by tapping the highlighted action. Okay, basic ingredients too. Store, okay. Apple pie, that increase for us. Yeah, but we don't have a lot of money. You can buy this. Increase here a little bit. This only that, okay, because there is this receipt books, okay, but they are expensive, okay. And we have North Park Galleria. You see a very well dressed woman signing an autograph for a very excited looking girl who keeps great. Thank you, Elliot. Think nothing of it. They are crisp, polite, and full of smiles, but the moment their fun is gone, the smile fades. They catch you, look at them, and your eyes meet. Ah well, ones that are in public cannot be ignored. Agree firm. That makes sense. I mean, they are why you adore them, right? The fact that you are seems to amuse them more than the actual answer. You have no idea who am I, do you? Your confessed shrug is all the answer they need. Lovely, don't feel bad. I'm a B-list celebrity at the best. I'm Elliot Clark. I was software of a fashion model, though these days I mostly design. If you are interested in fashion, I could actually use the advice of someone unbiased by experience. Without waiting for permission, she hands you a bag of what look to be very expensive clothing. Of course, none of the clothes fit you. They are made for adults. Here, take these, look at them, or burn them. Throw them into the trash, whatever you want. Tell me what you thought of them, honestly, next time we run into each other. I tend to do my afternoon walks through the mall, so I'll be around. The strange woman walks off, perhaps both straight, she doesn't even look back at you. Okay, so we are buying groceries, shopping, okay, shopping. Lunch shopping. We can't do this because we need that. Okay. We have still this because of the store. So we can change our hairstyle. The clothes, of course. General store. Whoa, a lot. Okay, okay. You can now schedule work skills. Okay, that is to gain some money. Okay, okay. Let's see, we have a lot. So shopping, handstands, jump rope. We need to put more work on the basic operators. Can't do nothing. Damn. Nice. At middle school you see an old friend, Richard. Look at Richard. Richard, hey, how have you been? The others, hey, mostly okay, I guess. How was summer? Do anything? Not really. No, Mr. Utah. You did? I still feel bad about renting your parents' tape. They never even noticed it. It's fine, thanks for those tapes. Ha, yeah, I just felt so bad. The awkward silence of not having spoken to someone in a while stretched out. Ask what's new. So, what are you into these days? Music still, mostly only, I don't know. Yeah. You want to hang out sometimes like old times? Claim you are busy. No, agree to hang out. The new Dino World movie is supposed to be out soon, and my parents hate movies. Your parents hate movies? I have a lot of siblings. My parents hate paying for movies. Ha, yeah, let's go sometime. Great. Okay, new skills. Swimming and knife skills. New events, talking about the exam. It's in 10 terms. It's better to say like that. And we have new location, corridor. Jesus, how much expensive they are, these skills. Oh my god. Newspaper delivery. It's like the things are so expensive. I understand why, right? I can understand, but it's like, Jesus Christ. I think they shouldn't be so expensive, because then it's like in here you can only play for the knowledge. That's what I'm seeing. I think I'm gonna save for some in here yet. In here we don't have nothing. Okay, let's go home. You decide to head to classroom to do your homework, but it seems you are not alone. Oh, sorry to interrupt. The boy appears to be holding a piece of paper over a Bunsen burner. I didn't think anyone will be here. Doing your homework too? No. Maybe I want to be alone. The boy hurries angrily out of the classroom, leaving you alone. The paper you are burning has been thrown into a nearby sink. Read the paper. A quick look can't hurt. The paper is mostly burned, but you can make out a few words. A monster is coming? Run, scream, cheerful stuff. Kid, can I talk to your mom for a moment? There's something I want to tell you. Oh no, is that talk? Of course, what it is. Of course, I will talk with you. That's very sweet of you. The thing is, as you get older, your possibilities shrink. Doors start getting closed faster and faster, and your dreams fly out of reach. But you are still young. Everything ahead of you, the world's your oyster. You can do anything. So that is the power of youth. So that's the power of youth. So that what you say that young people are still better than old folk? What I want to say is that back when I was your age, there was something I really want to do, but never had an opportunity to. So I was just wondering if perhaps you will be interested in it. Not just for me, no. But if it's just so happened that if it was something you were also passionate about. The last line makes you raise your eyebrow. Anyway, I just want to ask if you're interested in new expected learn swimming. Okay, so you want us to learn swimming in here. Okay, I can do that. A bike. Let's request a bike. We can go for these two. No, it's like intelligence. It's like, look at my physique, 1000 already. Jesus Christ, my God. Like, Jesus. I go for these. I'm gonna request this to our parents. Lunch hour cafeteria is having just one table as space. Sitting at this, it's the boy from science room. You approach him with caution. He doesn't look too welcoming. Oh, hey. So, I don't think I got your name the other day. I'm theloladass. You consider finding an hotel, but the boy gaze fire shifts. It's Nathan. Good to meet you, Nathan. Can I sit here? Knock yourself out. As you sit, you see Nathan put something from the table into his bag. You try to eat your lunch, but you can feel Nathan glowing at you. Is something wrong, Nathan? So what do you think of it? Of what, my bagel? Nathan looks even more disapproving, if that were possible. I knew you look at it, the paper. Tell the truth. Yeah, I did. I'm sorry. Well, at least you're honest about being sneak. I was curious, what could be so bad it needed burning? You know that was personal. Dude, you left it burning in a sink, and you could have let it finish. You didn't need to snoop. It's not like I made any sense anyway. Monsters screaming, whatever. I heard look across Nathan's features. Nathan grabs his tray gangly and stands up. Enjoy your lunch. With that, Nathan is gone. Then with cafeteria, okay, we have some place new. Oh, swimming. See, father, I learned swimming. I learned it. Okay, cafeteria. Babysitter. Okay. And what we have here. But in this we don't get nothing. +5 actions. Okay. He gives only that. Can buy these. Okay. Try to babysit more. Again. Nice. On the corridor there is nothing and nothing. Okay, brain map. Go, go, go. Nice. Very good, very good. The knowledge is that I need to increase more. It's what I need. You show up at the movie theater to meet Rich, dropped off by your parents. Hey, you ready to go in? Oh, I want to get some concession stuff first. Oh, I'm okay, I'll meet you there. Meet him later. I'll see you there. See you there. After you get your snack, you sit down. Hurry up to the film as some uncles are in it. The film starts up and for a few hours dinosaur time happens. When it's over, two of you head into the lobby. Do you notice that leitmotif? It was the same one from the first movie. But the evolved, really just tugging at the cost of the old soundtrack. The major key was just beautiful and it really made me feel nostalgic. You are too young to be nostalgic. Speak for yourself. Ask why he's into music. What's up with you music anyways? What do you mean? I mean, what's up with you and music? What's up? I don't know, man. I just really, it takes a moment. Music doesn't make sense. It's like, it takes another deep breath. Music is like emotion. Only emotion you can make. You don't have to feel anything but what the song is doing. I say you get it. Hey, it's okay, I get it. That's cool. I don't know if I get it. I just really like music. Yeah, it's cool. Hey, I promised my parents I will meet them. Oh, of course, later. Hey kid, I want to ask, did something happen? Why are you asking? It seems like you lost your curiosity. Ask what they mean. That's a weird thing to say. What do you mean? I feel like you fell into routine and just do the same things over and over. I hope school isn't stifling your creativity. Hey, you need to break that pattern. Here, I will help you choose something to put into. Your science somehow doesn't cause them. Okay, we have Cineplex and perform basic ingredients 5 times. Perform basic ingredients? What's that? Perform basic ingredients 5 times. Try this new thing. Okay. I need to learn something more. Basic ingredients. What's that? Because maybe cooking? Swimming and basic operators. Light synthesis. Nicely done. Basic ingredients. Master, you are ready? Nice. But we didn't master yet newspaper. Yep. Oh, he's got to drown. Nicely done. Damn it. You have to read a book for your luck. When? Are you like friends with Emo Boy now? Huh? The one who's always screaming weird stuff in his weird book, Emo Boy Nathan. Are you friends with him? Drop Nathan. That guy? No way. Only you seem pretty chubby at lunch. Well, there was no seats open. I kinda had to sit there. Well, hope you didn't catch anything. Gross. No one wants to catch the emo. Look, next time there are no chairs, come find me. As she walks away, your stomach skips. Nathan was by his locker this whole time. Damn it, Nathan. Hey, look, I don't need to hear it. I get it. But all I've say about me. His time is locked, ready to leave. Say something. Hey, Nathan. What? He turns angry towards you and you gulp. I didn't mean what I said to her. That was mean of me. Whatever, you are best not hanging around me anyway. Before you can think about it, you blurt out the words. Save me a seat for lunch tomorrow, yeah? Nathan's stare is a bit disarming, but you have taken a stance. Okay, fine, you can sit with me. And they say I'm weird. Okay, baseball. Okay. You have baseball. Oh my god! What the hell is that? 600! My god. I think that's too much. I think that's too much for the player. Nicely done. Tap the teleport neurons to unlock several random neurons. Nice. Okay, like that. There's a lot now, a lot of skills. You see Richard staring at the fly set up in the hall outside the drama class. You can see it's an ad for school musical that's being done this year. He's just staring at it. He doesn't even notice you are there. Ask if he's trying out. Trying out for the play? He jumps as if you try to spook him. What? No, I couldn't. What? Try out for what? The school play. No, I couldn't. No. Before you can say anything else, he rushes off, but you manage to stop him. Tell him to try out. You should try out for the play, I mean, musically, and you are into music. What? No, I can't really, not in front of people. Push him to try out. You should really just do it. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Everyone could laugh at me. I could vomit all over the stage. I might trip. I will be terrible. I'll hate myself. Yeah, people start bullying me over it. My voice breaks in front of the whole school. Everyone calls me dumb music kid. Hey, I think you are being a bit... Which I thought it sounds like he's still muttering to himself. Was that the best thing to do? Try perform basic ingredients. Try this new thing. Okay, I need to improve the exam readiness. No, we already mastered that. Spelling. Like that. Blank fortress. Let's go for more for us. Damn it. You are not very good yet in certain things. You see Richard staring at the flyer set up in the cafeteria. Seems to be the same for the school musical. You see him so absorbed in staring at it, he doesn't notice you come over. Just say hi. Hey Richard. Hi. Richard says and turns away from the flyer. You think I'm a coward, don't you? It's okay to be scared. I'm not afraid, I don't want to be embarrassed. It's hard to, whatever. Forget it. Richard suddenly rips off the fly off the wall and tosses it to trash. I don't think you are supposed to. He walks off. Okay, that's not very good. That wasn't very good. Let's go for this. Okay, like getting more knowledge points. Nothing to do in here. Nice. We have some money. Let's buy these to increase a little bit about us. Okay. These only are side. I'm gonna save. I can buy these. No, because it's hard. Learn new skills or master them to raise your exam readiness. The your exam costs like 7 days home only. It's not being easy. Parents should arrange slots with your teachers in advance, and the bell rings. Freedom at last. Class erupts into sound. One pupil is entirely silent though, staring out of the window. Mr. Pryor, Nathan Pryor. Yeah? I'm still waiting on a note from your parents. They are not coming. Parent day is a mandatory, Nathan. As the class files out, Nathan angrily stuffs book into his bag. Whatever. You'll tell them then. By the time you look it up again from your own bag, Nathan is gone. But one book has fallen out of his bag. It is notebook. Take the notebook. You pop the notebook in your bag, hopefully you can give it back to him. You catch up Nathan just as he enters the park. As you get close, you see that he's throwing stones into the fountain. Hey Nathan, why are you everywhere? What do you want? Are you okay? Why do you care? Because we are friends. Friends. No idea I want to be friends with me. Just feed the ducks, just going to feed the ducks. Why feed the ducks? Others breathed a little at this. Clearly it was a good suggestion. Not bread enough, though. It's not good for them. Oh really? What you? Nathan pulls a bag out of his pocket that contains what looked like peas. Always bring peas to the park. For a while you throw out peas, watching the ducks gobble them up. Nathan looks more cheerful than you ever see him. I don't know that ducks like their vegetables. Yeah, these ducks eat way healthier than me. My mom can't cook and my dad won't. You are about to ask about his parents when suddenly I'm all about hot peas. Oh yeah, me too. The ducks scatter away, content as you both wave them off. Maybe you should have eaten those peas. Get a decent meal. Ha, yeah, maybe. It feels good both laugh like this. Nate seems to be in better mood. Oh, your notebook. Do you have it? You reach into your bag and see his face light up as he sees what's in there. I think it fell off your desk after school, so Nate grabs off the book, leaf all over his face. You are lifesaver, Lolas. I thought I left it at school. You watch Nate flick through page after to check everything was still there. I didn't check it, if you are wondering. I'm just pleased to have it back. Thank Lolas. You watch his express as he skims his own page. He sounds happy, but he doesn't look as happy as when you are feeding the ducks. I'm happy I could give it back to you. What are friends for? Yet the smart turns at that. Maybe I'll find that out. You see one of your parents is reading newspaper. Look at this. Local science genius finds new cancer detection methods. Will you see that? They are only 19. Pretty young. You see them stare at you over the paper. Ask if they made a breakthrough, tell you are working on it. No, breakthrough. Have you ever managed to further the fight against cancer? Can't say that I have, however. I still find it inspiring that some people accomplish so much so young. They give you a serious look and go back to reading. Okay, we have this place now. Raise your intelligence. Here we go again. Size is inspiring. They meet parents. Okay, we have a lot of places to do, things to do. Special requests, small race, calendar. What is this? 1 schedule slot, 10 action point cap, more money, 10 brain point cap, get 100. What is this? I can use this to play detective, pinboard. Only make maps to help me studying. Can be this. we have Ghost What Park. You see a creepy guy that seems to be staring at and taking notes on all teenagers in the park. After watching for minutes, he sees you staring. Hey there, woman on the younger side. I assume you already have some nefarious reasons for my work. He holds up his notebook and smacks it in his hand. Yeah? You go to Suffer Baptist High School by any chance? You don't? No, I don't go to that school. Yes, of course. I'm Sergio Guerrero. I'm a journalist by trade, looking into a story that has to do with the school I mentioned. Those being a journalist always include being creepy around kids? Not always. It does often involve a lot of very boring work. Research, note-taking, interviews, transcriptions. Nothing for the faint of heart, but few things are more rewarding than when the pieces come together. With that, the strange man turns back to writing his notebook. Listen to music. Nice. Cloud watching. Dog walker. What we have more? In here we have something that doesn't appear what. And here we don't have nothing. Silent plaques. Luca Cox, semi-famous indie director, showing off his new film Nowhere on Venus. The movie theater is having a special guest show up after his film and a Q&A. The movie was actually quite good, if a bit pretentious. Afterwards he comes out and talks about the industry, his career and advice. If you want to be good, you just gotta make a goddamn good film. And I've made some damn good films. Of course my first film, you'll never see that. Some people at QA love. However, let's get some questions from the audience. Suddenly he points at you. Yes, you there. How to get started? How do you even get started in film? The most important question, however, that's hard to answer. There's film school, but still fairly young. And every day it gets easier to make your own films. And the industry, it wants to keep you out. So short answer, get lucky. Long answer, spend every day working towards it. So advice for all young little beeps: start small, understand you're going to suck, and don't let anyone tell you you're wrong. A few more questions come after that, but the Q&A is enough. Okay, it's understandable what he says. Simulator film history. I can go for that. Mathematics too. Okay. Okay, multiplication table. That's good. Sophie for us. Bike. Empathy, no charm. And at the same time, dog walker. Nicely done. Try to balance it between us and our parents, as you can see. Getting some money at the same time. Lunch is chance to relax, but today it continues especially lively. Make sure you wait that to what has become regular seat on Nathan's table. Nathan smiles at you and take your seat. Aye. Yo, what's the buzz in here today? Oh yeah, can you smell the blood in the water? I thought we only fed them peas. Despite the tension in the room, Nathan laughs at this. I'm not talking about vampire ducks. Joke. What do you mean at all? Nathan shrugs, but it's a heavy movement. Just stating the facts. The sharks are circling. A photocopy of torn page slipped onto the table in front of you. What's this about? We are about to find out. He points out to a table somewhere behind you. You turn in your chair to see. Suddenly, one student is standing on the table, waving the room quiet. Around you, realize photocopy sheets have been put on some tables. The student holds up one of the sheets and clears their throat. Somewhere across the cafeteria, a girl starts to cry. As their entire entry is read aloud from the whole school to hear. The reading is painful. The girl whose diary is being read out of screams for them to stop. Please stop. But they don't stop. Before long, the room is filled with cruel laughter and murmurs. Paper airplanes are made from photocopy words and flung around the room. By the time it ends, the girl has fled the hall, followed by her embarrassed friends. You are not sure how on earth anyone can go from that shame. It could have been me. What do you mean? If you hadn't, let the hands are barely into feast on the table. Thank you for bringing my book back to me, Lolas. As you realize what it means, you feel massively relieved at your choice. Things could have gone very differently. Okay. More thing. Look at this! Camera work. 999 knowledge. Holy shit! This to be cinematography. Oh my god. It's like I'm not increasing my exam readiness. Damn. Okay, mastery. Nicely done. Not gonna afford this now. Like that. Okay, that's good. It was good. Okay. Let's go for learning reads. To read. Geometry. Nicely done. Good. But how to do this? Perform basic ingredients 5 times. Basic ingredients. So is that skill? Lucas Tucker got into new Dino World game. You and Richard head to arcade to check it out. I heard T-Rex's level 1 boss, so what do you think is the... Richard walks up to the machine, only to be body checked by a larger kid. The larger kid shouts first dupes. Richard looks to the bigger kid and then to you. I guess we have to wait. Push the big kid away. You come up big kid and push him away from the cabinet. Hey, we were there first. You stand tall, is a lot bigger, but Richard stands next to you. Yeah. The bigger kid looks between the two of you and then walks off. Why do you do that? You might have got us thrown out. Yeah, well, instead we get to play now. Richard smiles. You play the game for as long as $5 requires gets you both. I really like the music in this game. Oh yeah, it's really sick nasty. I didn't even notice. Oh, I always notice. It's the main thing I play games for. Music? Yeah. That's cool. That makes sense. That's pretty cool. Really? Really. Thanks. You play one more game, but then there are more quarters. And not much else to do but go home. So we have that too. Okay, so that's basic ingredients that we need to do. Basic ingredients. Not in here. Basic ingredients. I need to put 3. Like that. Work a little bit. Learn to read. Film history. Shop. Like that. Nicely done. Look at that. Film history is like what? Okay, like that is well balanced. You see Rich outside the party yet again. This time he stares at the casting list for the play. Oh, did you end up trying out? Nope. Oh, he just stares at the list for a while silently. Suggest he try bands. You know there's always band, right? I was in the band. Oh, quit. Why? Hate the music, don't want to do classic or big band stuff. Don't care about that stuff, just kind of music I want to do, band doesn't do. What do you want to do? Electronica. Can't really get that anywhere. Sometimes I go on my dad's computer, get on Usenet, get to go on some boards and read about those house and trance. House and trance? What? Kinds of music. I want to make music. I just don't really want to be seen. And kind of music I want to make is I don't know. Richard understood, shaking his head. Oh my god, more skills. Grammar basics, fractions and decimals, psychology. My god. How are people supposed to do this? Like, what they are saying is that you need to focus on certain ones. You can't go for everything, is what I'm seeing now. Damn it. Is what I'm seeing is that. Tap the surprise note to get a random reward. You never know what you'll get. Okay. Good. Damn it, there was this. Psychology. It's like it's too much that they ask. You spy Nathan sitting on a bench writing in a new looking book. As he sees you, he closes the small book quickly and clutches it tightly. Oh, hi. You got a new notebook? Yeah. Don't think I will bring this one into school. That's probably wise. You here with your parents? No, I just came out on my own. Being here is better than being at home. Just gets a bit boring, it's all. You want to do something? I was gonna get food. I don't really have money on me. Just pay it all. I can cover you. Don't worry about it. Ned looks wildly at you. Really? Yeah, really. Well, okay then. I will murder a salmon hot dog. You both sit down to eat your hot dogs. You spend a lot of time at the mall? Yeah, like I say, it's better than being at home. Ask about his parts. You don't seem like being at home very much. There's a long pause as you wonder if you just say too much. Well, for starters, I have 2 of them. 2 homes? My parents don't live together, okay? Oh wow, I'm sorry, that's hard. It's way better this way, it was worse before. Let you shift easy seat, this seems to be a hard subject for you. You brush comes from your clothes as you see Nate make it to stand. As if it is not work, you can't resist asking. So what you are writing today? About my parents, I guess, and me. Can I see? Initially Nathan clutched the book to himself, then slowly he lowers it and hands to you. It's not cool, but I guess I trust you, and you did buy me a hot dog. You scan the words, the dark strips that talk about monsters. It sounds pretty scary. Whoa, these powerful stuff, Nathan. You hand the book back to Nathan, who takes it and puts it away slowly, as if it were fragile. You know, I never chose to show anyone something I've written before. I know much about poetry, but it's good and a bit scary. Yeah, well, monsters are scary. Yeah. Final movie tonight, you are watching one of the Dino World movies. Well, after all that happened, he's going back for his parents, even in the face of Triceratops impaling. So normal, that's a good kid. Say you'll let parents die, no. They are very brave. Will you brave a Triceratops to save us? Maybe. We'll have to wait for the next Triceratops attack. I'm ready, I study movies. I've seen these movies like 50 times. The movies go through, their parents leave. Okay, so raise your empathy. Okay. I have 1000 already, but okay. Can go for this. Food chains. Okay, empathy. Food chains. Geometry. Something for us. Dog walker yet. Hopscotch. Can be this. Look at these food chains. Let's go. Eat the rabbit. Okay, that's kind of creepy. Nicely done. Day of the school play comes and you and Richard go to see it. A local theater has been rented out for the performance. See what I mean? The chorus for the music is huge, it has at least 50 kids in it. Clearly everyone who try out into it. He still should have done it. No, I gotta say this. I still think the play will have been good for you. Nah, it just will have been embarrassing. I don't think so. You are not the one that will have been up there. Richard kind of falls up, not saying much for the rest of the play. The play comes to an end. Oh wait, no, that was just the intermission. Oh, there's more? Oh god, there's more. I know, right? You want to leave early? Yes, please. Give in to yourselves and sneak out of the play. You are rich both at home. Evolution. Okay, we have now that too. Can do this. Nicely done. Can buy these two. Because to get more happy. Like that. Not good at drink. These are already mastered because I don't need to waste in that. Okay, brain map. Jesus. Well, look at this, when it's randomly. Not bad, gonna get more. Ah, 5 only, can get some of this. Science, mathematics, can go for this, and social science. Think it's not bad. You're at your luck when you can't help overhear familiar voice. As it comes for age, you look to where a small group are gossiping, led by usual suspect. Who has it come out of where? Oh, your friend Nathan, the pariah, kicked it off big time. Some kids got all of his stupid note and show it to a teacher. It was all monsters these and monsters that, run, hide, obsess so much. Teacher threatened to call his parents in and pry it to the roof, sent to principal and everything. He's been in bed for age. The group was giggling all the while. Worrying about your friend, you head to the toilet by the cafeteria. As you get close, Nathan leaves the boys' toilet. He looks awful, like maybe he's been crying. Nathan, he rubs his nose roughly on his sleeve, looks at you with dark eyes. Yeah? What's up? I heard some kids say you were sent to the principal. Are you okay? I'm fine. Are you sure? Because I say I'm fine, just leave me alone. With that, Nathan makes a run past you. Let Nathan go. Yeah, I think it's the best. Okay, let's see. We have a lot of money. Carnival ticket, unlock fantasy carnival location. Okay, but I think I need to do some scheduling because I need what I need in here. It's the empathy. Okay, work, entertainment. Can I put 2 of these? Food chain tour. Learning to read, mathematics, fractions, psychology, like that. Full chain. Damn it. Still nothing mastering there. Middle school is slowly coming to our hands. Soon you are rich, will graduate and go to high school. One day during lunch, Richard wants to talk to you. He walks you out to the sports field, but instead of talking, he just sits there silently. Richard, do you think I could make it? Make it? What do you mean? As a musician? Ask him what he thinks. Tell him, of course. Yeah, of course you can. What makes you think that? You know more about music than anyone else I know. Also, you seem to care about it. That's not enough. Maybe not, but I mean, it's more than most people have. Maybe. But I don't know, I don't want to perform, I don't want to stand up in front of people. Being in front of people make me feel bad. I hate when they look at me, I hate when they laugh. I just hate it all, their gaze makes me feel like I'm going to catch on fire. I just want to make music, I don't want to perform it, not for people. Here's the site and put his head in his hands. Sportive, not all music is about performance, there is movie soundtracks, commercials. I know, most electronic stuff is played at clubs, not really performed, but I don't know, it feels wrong, like it's cheating or something. That sounds like you are telling what you think making meals should be getting the way. Yeah, maybe. Besides, and he doesn't say anything else, still it's clear he's glad you are there. You know, you have been such a good friend for me while you what? I'm a bit annoying, aren't I? No. Are you kidding me? You are the most chill person I know. Rachel loves at that. You are being too hard on yourself. You have stuff to deal with. You are just more pronounced, I guess. Yeah. There's a moment of silence as you both ponder what the future has in store for you. Which aside, you know, I wish I did take part in that play. It was awful and I probably would have sucked, but I wish I did. You nod slowly, you think about mentioning that there's always next time, but you decide against that. So, high school, huh? I hope we'll get the same one. I'm sure we will. You and Rich smile at each other, you are not worried about graduation, which is just around the corner. You'll both be just fine. Damn it, only 55 that I'm. That's not very good. Coach assistant, swimming, coach assistant. Baseball card collection. Nice. Okay, empathy yet that we need. Go for this. Okay, let's go for this again. Okay, not bad, more brain points. I think I'm doing very good in this now. Not bad, not bad. We increased a lot knowledge. Let's go for this. Another day, another PE. This on as coach going on about baseball. I was a football man, went pro for a bit, but I always loved baseball. Now the sport is so regimented, so orchestrated, and yet still requires the whole team to work as one. It's just you versus the batter, but the moment there's that crack, everything comes alive. Also, if you think team sports are not useful to the rest of your life, you are wrong. All of life is working teams. He splits the class into 2 teams. We need captains. Anyone want to captain? He looks right at you. Volunteer. You raise your hand and he nods. Team split up, and after a lot of bubbling around, you get through about 1 inning before class is over. Not bad. Jesus Christ. Laws of motion. Grammar basics. That can be good for us. Okay, let's go home. You're filled with the excitement awaits you at high school. Among the laughing, excited students, so one sits quiet on the bench alone. So this is it, right? Guess so. So which school do you go with? Maybe I'll see you again. Not like I'm going to one close to my. It's far away anyways. Oh well, I guess I won't. Nathan grabs his bag and makes to walk away. No, guess you won't. Looks like you won't see Nathan at your high school. Interesting. So there must be something that could change that, right? One of your parents reading newspaper. You know, Hertz is the main way people die in this country now. It takes you a moment to realize they are staring right at you when you say that. You actually bother exercising? Say you try. I try to stay active and stuff, you know, 10,000 steps or whatever. It's hard. Well, as long as you try, it's best to start good habits young. They return to the paper. Okay, so now they want to raise your physique. Look at my physique, fathers. I'm already full of muscles. Like, come on. Okay, let's go. So, physiques. Food chain. These for our parents, or now for us. More empathy. Bike riding. And grammar basics. I don't know how to play that. It's not been easy to improve a lot. Now we have basketball, gravity, class literature. God damn. It's not hard. I can do it. I can do it. So what they want me is physique. Nicely done. Baseball cards. Nicely done. We can do one more. Okay. Tap the shockwave narrow to instantly collect rewards from a random amount of... Whoa. Okay, that will be good to find. More of these. Shockwave. Oof, look at that. Physique. Not bad, not bad. It was very good. I got a lot of shockwaves and increased me a lot. Where is cafeteria? To buy some. Okay, like that. Let's go home. In this place we have a lot. You step on a legal pad at the player house. Unlike most legal pads, this one actually seems to be covering dense, thick writing. It makes your head spin just staring at it. You also see a woman running around. She looks under things in trash cans. You hold notebook and wave at her. Oh, thank you. You found it. I need a breath. You are a lifesaver. The meeting I need this for is an hour. Tell me, have you considered politics or law as a career path? Law is interesting. I like being a lawyer, like Phoenix Wright, so that's why. I like lawyer shows. Ha, yes, they are full of drama. That's the reason I got into being a lawyer when I was young. The real thing isn't quite so glamorous, but every day you are working with the very rules of society. Tell you what, I always catch this showing. One must support local arts. If you are around and you wish it, we can talk more. Oh, I am Alessandra. Pleasure to meet you. But for now, ta-ta. Alessandra gives a jaunty wave and heads off. Notebook clutched to her like a prized possession. And we have costume tailor assistant. Okay. To unlock, we need to unlock, of course. Hey, you kid. You look like you know about these things. It clearly means he's leaning against a game cabinet. Looked like he's just lost and didn't even get on the scoreboard. What makes you think that? I mean, could have fooled me wandering around an arcade in the middle of the day. I can't get past the drag at the end of first stage. I used to be good at these things, but in my day a video game was orange square looking for a key in a maze. So can you help me out? Show me, give him some tips. Yeah, so for the drag you can only hurt him when his mouth is open. Ha, but that's when it attacks. No one said dragon slaying was easy. You can avoid drinking your potions until then, to give yourself some more wiggle room. I normally need them to just make it that far. Guess you need to get better. Yes, I do. With a bit of coaching, the old man managed to beat the level. Finally, and now I can die to the next screen. Still further than I've ever been before. You have much interest in video games or computers? I mean, you have some. Yeah, computers can be pretty cool. I teach computer science at the local community college. You should think about getting into it yourself. Computers are the future. Entertainment communication is just about everything else. You want to get ahead in this world, get the computer as soon as you can. He pats the arcade machine before walking off. Okay, so there is board games and reading comics, so you need to unlock that. Computer literacy, okay, you can go for that too. You can go for these two. Computer literacy. Let's see more. In here, what we have here? Nothing. Nothing too. Nothing. Okay. Creative writing. You can do this too. So we need to stay physics. It's all about physics. Okay, let's start for, let me see, everyone is same skills. Laws of motion. Baseball, Kramer Bars. Wait. Let's go home first. Because wait, is that special quest? No, it wasn't special quest. Where was it? Wasn't in here that that we could unlock? No, maybe it wasn't in here that you could unlock more space. I think it was, but oh well. Okay, so these are for parents and we'll lose a little bit. So entertainment, that is for us. Offshot, bike riding, and let's go for a little bit of money. Coach assistant. Nicely done. Baseball is already done. Hopscotch too. Okay. So we have programming, philosophy. So the game crashed there. It wasn't the game, it's because of pop-up of something on Steam that was removed and made the game crash. Because it's one of the games that if you do Alt Tab it make the game crash, so that's what happened. So there is certain things that I already did. I don't know how much time it passed from there. It's not always a lot that passed, right? But you don't see what I did, but yeah. So we still need to learn the knife skills. We can already learn. You went to dinner again. So when you learn these side side skills, you go to this place because it's what they are referring to. However, just sit anywhere you want, and I actually want to ask some stuff about the short order cooking. Look for like a school project? No, the other day you say, you told me that I could. The other day, oh, you are that kid that I didn't really think I'll see you again. Yeah, ask away. Ask about burning things, cooking a ton at once, yeah. How do you keep track of like 12 things at once? You don't. Serious, you need to keep your cooking station organized. If you know where things go, it really can help. Especially if you start in same spot, say cutting the cooking surface up to 12 sections and going through them clockwise. You have to be able to juggle a dozen different things to handle a busy dinner. And trust me, no one cares how busy you are if the food is late or ruined. As if on cool someone else comes into dinner. Sorry, 30 cows, but let me get you another milkshake on the house. She must treat new people, another group after that, get everyone meals going, and still get you that free drink. Nicely done. Because side skills, it's all about like computer repair. It's like you try to go to computer engineering, volleyball. It's all about sports, storytelling, maybe art, cinema, camera work, cinema too, right? Or even storytelling can be book writing. Book writer is better to say, maybe. It's what I would assume that will be. These are already mastered. Nicely done. And here there is nothing else, so no expectations. You can go for algebra too. Can help a little bit on algebra. Holy shit! Look at this, he's huge already. Wait, why already at 0? Shows me 160. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I don't know if it because raise your physique. Again, physique. But I can't raise because of I can do it, right? But it's going to be the exam. Okay, this is only to entertain a little bit. Okay, exam. Here we go. We have 62. meaning that we have 38. Okay, collect 7 attributes in a single tap. Okay, that's hard. To earn an intuition power up, intuition collects all neighboring attributes. Okay. Okay, we can do like this. It's good. These two, because it earns a lot of points. Trying to see here some that are better than certain ones in here. Good. Damn, there is a lot that aren't correctly done in here, like not in a good order to do it. Yeah, like trying to fuck up the player. Damn. See, yeah, I'm not gonna get better because like in terms of the order, it's not very good. Let's see again. The order that it is not very good. High school is final stage in growing, is the final stage in growing, because you don't go to university. It's like you reach high school and then you choose to where to go, but you don't do the university. Okay. Once you reach 18 years of age, in the final term you will face a SAT and SAT exam. Your exam results, along with the skills you have learned so far, will determine your future occupation. There you go. From now on, you'll be able to start romantic relationships with your friends. Okay, only now this. It will affect who your future spouse will be. Okay. In high school, balancing your mental health and your parents' expectations will be difficult. Make good use of your money and pride. Look for useful items in shops. Treat yourself to mental health boosting meal in a diner or a restaurant. Request productivity boosters from your parents or ask them to take you on a trip to help your mental health. Okay. New skills, cooking, meat dish, and mathematics probability. Okay. It's gonna be good. Okay, this is where I am now. Sports field. Okay. The brain fart is completely useless, but costs valid brain points. Avoid it if you can. Okay. My expectations is race physique. Okay, what you can... I have 5 points, cost 10, 10. No, everything costs 10, okay. Okay, there is nothing more, they want me physique, go home. Okay, so... Special requests. Trips. I don't need for now, nothing in here. Get some money. Okay, master it. Okay, schedule. Okay, let's try to balance these. First for the parents. Algebra, programming. Knife skills. For us. We can go for baseball card a little bit. Work to gain more money a little bit. Laws of motion too. Try to increase a lot because we're gonna need it. It's not gonna be hard, like they say. It's gonna be hard because, like they say, it's gonna be hard to balance it. Out of front of Alex, you hear a familiar voice. Lola, hey, whoa, Richard. Richard runs up to you. Whoa, it's cool. Hey, how it's going? Oh, you know, how about you? How was summer? Interesting. I went to music camp, learned a lot of things. I'll always want to know about, well, music. That's, before you can say anything else, he interrupts. I have an extra tip to this other cost thing the local musical is doing. He shoves it to your hand. You don't have to come, whatever, if you want to. It's a few weeks, see you then. Or not. Ha, whatever. They rush off before you can even say anything. New event, the exam. The most important exam of your life is ahead of you. SAT is not only assessment of knowledge you have acquired in school, but also a major factor in determining your future. So get ready. So this is what people say that like it's where you need to show that you are very good, and people say that it's super hard, like because if you reach to 100 it's very good, but I think people say that your previous grades that you had, like I got B, C, C, it counts too at the same time. That people are saying that's not like a little bit hard. So what they want me to physics too. Okay, go, go, go. Not bad. Nice done, physique. Shockwave in there. Boom, 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 boom. Collect that. Don't have more, okay. Not bad, not bad. Science. That about gravity, social science, philosophy to choose the next skill. Microeconomics, down of kind, no, microeconomics, because it's all about money. Okay, we have something new in here to do. That is paper RPGs. Dungeons and Dragons. That's cool. Okay, need to be careful with our parents in there. Okay. Guys, it's time for you to learn about the two most important things, knowledge and happiness. Those are also important, yes. But what I want to talk about is this good handshake and a nice smile. Teach me, master. I've been waiting my whole life to hear about this. Let's go. Alright, listen closely. When you shake someone's hand, make sure you have a strong grip, but not too strong. Don't make them think you are trying to intimidate. And also make them a wide smile, but not too wide, or else they will think you are unprofessional. Remember these rules and you will be successful in life. I'm not sure what is expected, but I can't help but feel a little disappointed. Okay, raise your charm. Okay, they want us to raise our charm. So I think I'm gonna take a trip. No, this is for us, not for our parents. This is only for us, so I can save a little bit. Don't have a lot of energy, so I'm gonna do something like, so we need to for our parents more. Okay, gravity, charm. Is there something that about charm? Film history, basketball, philosophy. It's like I have a lot of money, so I don't need that. Can do like what? This a lot. Take out a lot. Paper RPGs takes a lot, so I go for more for parents. Can go for something that's a lot for the parents. There isn't a lot. Algebra. Okay. You need to balance it, but it's hard. The sports field, sheer pride, you are just cutting through. The shooters are just standing around for some reason. Then, where's Felicity? You hear gossip whisper from cheerleaders. Her mom is a local celeb, she gets special treatment. You know they must be mean Felicity Bowers. Hey you, can you go check on Felicity? She's been bathroom forever. It takes you a few moments to realize coach is talking to you. I'm not on the cheer team. That's why I'm asking you to do it. Just go see if she's alright. These girls need to focus on their practice. Okay, agree. Sure. So what you're waiting for? Up to it. You knock on the girls' bathroom. Hello, Felicity, are you in there? There is a silence just long enough to make you think the bathroom is empty when the door opens. Oh, hey, sorry, I must look like a mess right now. She does look pale and out of it. Tell the coach sent you. The cheer squad is looking for you. They're always looking for something. Coach sent me after you. Did he? Yes. He was too much. I just have a weak stomach. Make a fun of coach. Well, you know coach. He's always send kids to do errands for him. I was going to say he's kind of blunt. She gives a smile that says she knows what exactly what you mean. Blunt isn't half of it. I'm not sure there's a sharp edge on that guy or in his head. I have to get back to cheer practice. Okay, see you, Felicity. Yeah, no. Call me Flick. All my friends call me Flick. Okay, see ya, Flick. See ya. She runs off towards the sports field. Okay, we have periodic table and macroeconomics. Now we have a new lobby. A new place to go, that's a lobby. Learning maths. Whoa, increase a lot. Okay, I can go for this. Like that is good for our parents already. Okay. Let's see other place. School entrance is only that, right? Paper RPG. Nicely done. Master it on basketball. Brain map. Okay, let's go for this. Holy shit. It's 20 that requires. Shockwave, it doesn't work. Shockwave! Okay, can't more. Microeconomics, it's not bad, right? Science per table. I go for science table. For the periodics, okay. Still have some more. Okay, this mastered already. These two, okay, I don't need this anymore. Okay. Why I wasted? When you are here, you need other place to go. Your parents are waiting for you when you come home. They have a dull look on their face. Kid, we need to talk. Yes, we need to. We have our feelings like we are losing touch. We miss you. So we are thinking we should step up more steady family night. Board games, movies, proper sit-down dinners. Sounds great, huh? Hang out with your parents. Yeah, it does sound good. Oh, good. I thought you were going to tell us off. I'll get board games. You spend some time hanging out with your parents. Perform bike riding 10 times. Holy shit. Okay, because we have this place to go to. What's these? Board games. Okay. Something new for us. Now we don't have nothing more. Okay, what it is? It is bike riding. Bike riding. Do I have that? Yeah, I have. Sure. That bike riding is for us. Periodic table. What we can do more in terms of money I need, so we can go for a coach assistant and tutor. Shop concert reaches already sitting in his seat. He seems extra nervous. Oh, hey. Why he's nervous? Hey, Richard, you are acting weird. No, I'm not. Also, you didn't really invite me to the concert more. Kinda strong-armed me. That was rude. I said you didn't have to come. I know, but you didn't ask if I would. What if you'll say no? Will that have been the end of the world? Richard all doesn't answer. He just kind of stares at his feet. The sun stretches out, but thankfully the music starts. The laser starts. Smoke machine starts. On stage there's just few people and a lot of equipment. It doesn't really look like any band you have ever seen. Richard toss its floor as if hypnotized from the very first note. His entire body seems to thrum to the music, from the first synthesizer wail until the last mournful jazzy tone. He just keeps staring even after the house lights come unmoving. Sit with him quietly. You sit with him quietly and everyone else has gone. The tea is being clean and you are the only ones left. That was amazing. The way the music flowed, the balance with the visuals. I heard it all come together, but it was so physical. Did you... He reached over and grabs your hand. Did you feel that? The way the music felt almost like it was inside us. Like... He stopped and looked down at your hand holding his. He let go of his hand as if he was bored. Sorry. It's fine, just... I have to go. Richard. He balls up and rushes out of theater. He doesn't even slow down when you call after him. Fouls. Periodic table. Nice. Programming very, very good. You need to take out some vacations. Outside the high school, see your friend Richard. Richard! Waving to him, he avoids look at you and heads the other way. That was odd. You think it was nice at first, but he avoids you a few other times as well. Chemical reactions. Holy shit. Where I have this, I don't need to do more. Okay. Tap the Super Insight node to reveal the entire map. Okay. Getting some. What I need is bike riding. Okay, get that. We don't want that. Like this. Come on, yes, that's good. Okay, 10 only. Can't go for this. Okay, there's nothing to do in here. On lobby, there's nothing to. Okay, volleyball, computer repair, camera work. You can go for computer repair. Hey, it's Flick, the star cheerleader. She looks a bit flustered again. It's you, theloladass. Right, sorry. Do you want to get something to eat? I could lose someone to talk. You no, not part of the scene. Okay, get something to eat. I could eat. Great, my treat, come on. Flick grabs your wrist in a way that feels almost like the iron as she drags you off. Flick insists on paying for anything you want at dinner, though she only orders herself a milkshake. It's just the drama, you know. It's just all the drama. The totality of the drama. I don't think that's a word. Oh, trust me, drama is very much a word. She grins in a way that lets you know she knew what you meant. It's hard, I guess it's all hard that I want it to be. I don't know, it's just... On TV in the corner of the dinner, suddenly a woman who looks a lot like Flick comes on. Like this, half a million people watch my mom every day. This combined with my brother is a lot. I'll ask about brother. Your brother? Yeah, my brother. She flicks the straw of our milkshake. At first it seems like she won't say anything. He's got a red blood type and a heart condition. It's a lot, is all. He always sicky. Ha, I already know you. Let it drop. It's a lot, don't worry. I'm not worried, I just want to break your back with all my drama llama. So you just want to complain about your life? Someone that isn't involved? Yeah, thank you by the way. Cheerleading my brother, my mom, it's all this big huge, you know? All the girls on the squad, they don't care, not really. They might. Trust me, they don't. I think I've complained enough for one afternoon, but we need to do this again sometime. Got to complain to someone not in the scene, right? Of course. Also, you see him, I don't. Don't be a stranger, okay? She pats on your hand and heads off. You know she only finished half of the milkshake. She only finished half of the milkshake. No way. Okay. What we have in here? Custom tailor assistant. He's only to get some job. Okay. In here what we have? Computer repair. Video game tester. Okay, we got another thing. Let's go back to home. and do a trip. One of most, you can't do that. Okay, let's go to this Grand Canyon. After a week of being avoided by Richard, you finally manage to get him as a partner in class. He can't avoid you anymore. Act like everything is normal. Yeah, Richard. He doesn't look at you. You see Dino World free, the Dino World is back. No. Good, it was trash, even less times than normal. Ha, that's silly. Just when you think it's all you'll get. How was the music? Oh, it was okay, but it was mostly just rehashing the great stuff done in the other movies. Yeah, I heard Picardo was doing the soundtrack again, but he's been getting lazy, resting on his laurels. Look at you, talking all fancy. It's a really normal thing to say. Sure it is. Ask you what now, keep it light. So what do you want to do for the project? I don't know. I was thinking we could make a little diorama, maybe some music to go with it. I don't know if that's a good idea. Do you not do music anymore? No, I do. I mean, I just don't know how well history and electronic go together. If it goes with dinosaurs, it can go with history. I guess that's true. You get projects set up and whatever tension is asked seems to evaporate. You don't find out what was up, but at least Richard is talking to you again. The internet. Yeah, there's somewhere in here. Look at this, 999. It's like others. Like you need to save. You can't do all. So this can like, of course, you will understand a lot about computers, but it's too hard. That like I like how they are, but I think some are like they are saying that you cannot put in there. It's what it is. It's kind of a shame, but it is what it is. Okay, let's go for here. Come on, good thing. Okay, it's not bad. It's like seeing what's in front. Explode with some. Okay, you can't do nothing more. Do some of these. A teenage trip to the mall brought about by a request from Flick to meet her at food court. Oh hey, food court is on me, come on. She buys your meal though she doesn't get anything for herself. Glad you could make it. I'm in such better mood today, I'm me and you. How are you though? Like you are doing okay? You need to complain? Say you are fine. I'm fine. That's what everyone says, especially what they are doing terrible. In this case it's true. If you say so. Thanks for putting up with me at my worst last time, by the way. You weren't that bad. Yes, but normally I'm total awesome. Ask if she's hungry. You don't want to eat anything to eat? Oh, I already ate. She gives a weird look. You don't know if you believe her. Besides, can't read my girlish figure. You know, got to look good for swimsuit season. Ha! Just Netflix phone buzz. Oh, just a moment. She picked up the phone. Oh, Tammy. Hey, yeah. Her face falls. This is such unfair bullshit. Really? Oh, come on. Tammy, yeah, I know. Tammy, you know what? She hangs her phone. If it buzzed again, she puts it away in her purse. Everything okay? No, I'm going to go. Ask her to stay. Stay. Tell me what's going on. Complain. My mom asked though, you have to know already. She dozed off Shatty Catty. She mentioned my brother's art collection on the air. He has it hard enough already. And now, the vultures are circling already. He's going to need someone right now. I'm sure he'll get it way worse. She's so selfish. We'll hang out more soon. I'm going to go see if he's okay. Mama only thinks about her career. It's so okay. I got to go. Flix give you a quick hug and rush off. Okay, that's not very good. Okay, bike riding that we need, but let's see more things that we didn't have time to do. Nice. Okay, you can do this to gain some money. Kitchen assistant. We can hit something for us. Like this, we increase a little bit for us. What we have here? Brainstorming. Okay. something like new for us. Nicely done. Got some knowledge at the same time. I want to, it's like, I'm gonna save a little bit. No, probability, this one. We have more chemical reactions. Big Bang. Let's go for the Big Bang. Try to figure out what happened. Okay, so more for the parents that we need. Okay, this is done. Let's go for 2 probabilities, 1 chemical reaction, 1 food chain. We can go for bike riding 2 and 1 work at the same time. Computer tester. Nicely done. Chemical reactions. Nice, mastery in this on food chains. Like that we gain some money. On your way to class, suddenly, out of nowhere, Flick grabs your wrist. I need to talk to you. There's a weird desperate look on her face. Yeah. Even though the class bell rings, she yanks you out of sight. I hate fake. Look, I'm going to rant here. Like, just go off, okay? Just let me do this. Just let her rant. My mom and her stupid talk show is running my life. Shatty cat, all of million viewers daily. She goes and she tells everyone, and now everyone feels so bad for Humphrey. Humphrey is my brother. His god, his art isn't great. Those vampires on cheer team, they are just so fake. I hate the fake. And everyone else coming out of the woodwork, telling me how strong my parents are, how sad they are for Humphrey. Isn't real. None of it's real. Are you real? She looks at you so hard, for a moment you are afraid she's going to shatter like glass. Take her hand. You take her hand in yours and look right in the eye. She doesn't seem quite know what's going on. Yes, I'm real. She nods soft and squeezes your hand back. I'm always complaining about my life. You might be the only real friend I have right now. Thanks for her. She doesn't know how to face it. She works through it slowly. Thanks for being you. You're welcome. She smiles at that. We are going to get in so much trouble if we don't get back to class. Then we should do that. Thanks. She gives you one last hug before she heads off to class. So we have statistics and Big Bang. Oh, perform bike riding. Forgot about that. That I needed to put more. Well, we're gonna do from basketball. There isn't more things that cool for us. No, these paper RPGs. In here we don't have more. That needs for the fathers, for the parents. Okay. Damn it. I don't have more. We had these in here. You and Rich go to work on the project, but the subject of his awkwardness never coming up. So I made this. He puts his cassette on the table and gives you the headphones. A song starts that turn kind of club-like. It also has some odd American stars and strips vibe to it. It's always a song he made for this project. Criticize him, act impressed. You made this? Yeah. How do you put this together? Mostly wrote it out, but then arranged it on a computer in a DAW, Digital Audio Workstation. Oh, a computer? Software on the computer. It really needs. Thanks, I'll do some of the other work too, of course. Don't worry about that, but if you want, I'll do my part too, don't worry. The two of you work on port for a while, getting the bulk of it done and be ready. You see one of your prize reading newspaper. Have you seen the photos from the Hubble? You are seeing the far reach of the cosmos like never before. You take a look at photos, they are pretty interesting. Space is apparently very swirly. Pretty neat. Do you know that was only launched a few years ago? The Hubble telescope only went up in 90. I can't wait to see what things we might see in the next 30 years. They go back to reading the paper. Raise your intelligence. Okay. They want me to get smarter and smarter and smarter. It's like, goddamn parents. kickstart this for us to only smart. Yep. I can do one more of these. Let's go for dinner in here. We can do some knife skills too. Nicely done. And buy something for us. To raise a little bit for us at the same time. Schedule, okay. It's increasing smart. Okay, the intelligence. We can do this shoe. The chemical. For us, we need more shopping. The RPG. We can put more grammar bases. And a little bit of work at the same time, that is video game tester. It gets glass because the probability. Nice. Getting some money back. You are meeting with Rich at the school already to finish up the project. The day must goes along fine. When suddenly it gets very quiet. Are you okay? You got all. My dad called it angsty. I guess that's a good word for it. Not really, but I think you guessed that. Do you wanna? Not really, but okay. So I went to camp after middle school a few summers ago. Music camp. There was this camp counselor. Oh, Rich. Only a few years older than me, but well. You braced for the worst as his face goes dark. Something weighed on him. I fell in love with her. She turned out to look surprised. She was brilliant. She knew so much. Taught me almost everything I ever want to know about how to actually construct music. I mean, I read tons and tried to learn myself, but she helped me actually learn how to build songs. She turned what seemed like magic into something I could do, and I just fell off for her. Then she wanted to prod him along, let him take his time. Yeah. You wait for him to continue, it takes minutes. Eventually he does. She wanted to do more than old hands and keys. She wanted I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle it. The physical stuff, it made my skin crawl. She couldn't stop crying, made her feel so ugly. I hurt her so much. I felt so bad. I feel so bad. That sounds wrong, but why were you avoiding me? The only other person I've ever felt that way about was it looks like he's blushing. You what? but you are. I know, but that's who I am. I'm not really wired towards one or the other. You think about what Richard said. You wonder how you'll react to what you are about to say next. Yeah, let's just be friends. Rich, it's okay. I'd rather not talk to you again than hurt you like that. You won't hurt me like that, I promise. We won't ever do that sort of things. Okay. Richard nods a few times, though he lets out a deep sigh like he's finally letting go of something. Thanks. I'm sorry I've been so... Sounds like you are dealing with some stuff. Ha, yeah, I wanna finish the project. Graduating will be nice. You should return to work for the first time in a while. It feels like old times. Library. So it was easy to know that he was falling in love with us too. Okay. Chemical reactions. Nothing good. Philosophy. Nice. Okay, nicely done. Doing certain things in here. This is only to increase a little bit if you want, but I don't have a lot of money. Oh, I already have this master. I don't need to do this. In here we don't have nothing, okay. Tap the Uber attribute neuron to collect all visible attributes of a given, okay. Go for that. This is a lot. Don't have points enough, damn it. We are at statistics. Let's learn statistics and the Big Bang. Okay, we do that with our parents. We need to increase this for us. Flick has invited you to dinner that was quickly become your place. Okay, if you are going to be like best friends, let me give you the whole breakdown. My dad is an investment banker. He travels a lot. My mom has a talk show. Everyone in town knows her. It's horrible. My brother is great. He's the best. But he was born with a hole in his heart and he has a red blood type. And me, I'm basically perfect other than that. In middle school I took the cheer team all national. Okay. Looks like we might do it again in your high school, so I'm like, you know, a star. She gives you a cocky grin as a waitress drops off your food. As per now, she only gets a milkshake. Poke fun at her, ask why she never eats. No, poke fun at her. You are perfect? Yes. You are perfect? Yes. The girl forced me to be her friend because she needed someone in life to talk about things. Yes, see, I knew that I needed and I got it. Like, totally perfect. Life, am I right? Life. Talk about the future. Life indeed. What do you even want from it? In like what sense? You know, tomorrow, years from now, what to do. Kids, I want lots of kids. Really? Yes, I want so many kids. I want to mother them too. I want to be in their lives. Not a homemaker, I mean, maybe, but I want my life to be a lot of kids. I want to see them grow up. I want to see them hate me and move on and disappoint me and surprise me. Boys, girls, whatever. I just want them and I want to be there for them. They come from me and I'm there for them, and I must sound pretty stupid, huh? I admit you love kids. Yeah, I love kids. Good, I mean, we are kids sort of still. Speak for yourself. Fine, I will. I still am a kid in a lot of ways, but I love kids. I want so many. Flick set on yours. I'm glad I have at least one real person in my life. She smiles during a smile, spend a little bit more talking, but eventually she heads home to hang out with her brother. Okay. I met our neighbors when I was shopping today and we chatted for a bit. Today they have been really busy lately and they could use some help with their chores. And then I thought maybe you could give them a hand. I love helping. Of course, I will help too. I'm glad you are so eager to help. I'll let them know. Okay, so perform babysitter 10 times. Of course, babysitter. Mom, why mom? Why you do that for me? Okay, let's see what we have in here. Shopping, what we have in here. This doesn't give nothing for you, yeah. Oh, wait, there is general store. Skateboarding, karaoke. Okay, these only to unlock things, okay. Shopping, can try shopping. Okay, that's good. Let's try other place, because in here we have still this, if you want, that's why that appeared. Film history, you can do that too. Nice. It's mastered this too. Okay, schedule. Okay, so babysit. They want us to do this. So we're gonna need some entertainment for us. I'm gonna put 2 times RPG. And then we're gonna learn mathematics, statistics, and grammar basis. Okay, getting some money at the same time. Like they say, it's not easy to balance now because you have a lot of things to do. Nice, mastered the grammar basis. It's the day of presentation, which is obviously very nervous. Don't worry, everyone will love the song. I know I said I will read some of it. Can you do the whole presentation? Agreed to read most of it. Yeah, sure, okay, I'll hand it out. Thanks, thanks. The presentation goes fine. Richard Moose gets one of those pretty impressive looks from the teacher. Afterwards, I wish I didn't have said such brain problem or Richard sinks into his chair. Still, the day's gotten through just fine. So now we have irrational numbers and solar system. Okay. Like, okay. Statistics, Big Bang. We can do the Big Bang. Everything in here decreases that. We can do this a little bit for us. Let's see if there's something else. Okay, there is nothing. Okay, let's go down. We can do this. What is the babysitter that we have? Go for that. We don't have points, but it was good because we can classic literature. Okay, this is being hard to do for the parents. It's like I don't understand this. Why I can't do nothing in there? Okay, let's do. Let's go for first through here to see what we have in here. Reading comics. We have something new. Computer repair. Nice. That was very good for us. We can't do because we don't have more. Okay. So again, work, babysitting. Wait, how much time do I have? 2 turns. I need to put more babysitting. Some entertainment for us. We can put shopping and RPG and some skills that's gonna be for the big bank and the statistics. A desk call from Flick gets you to visit the hospital. You came, thank you so much. A massive catch you off guard. It's my brother, he needs a donor, a whole new heart, and she burns her head in your shoulder and the tears are hot and wet. Just hold her. You just hug her tight until she stops crying. My parents aren't even in town, my dad is out on business and my mom, she's off on touring Canada for a show, so it's just me here for him. School, cheer, my brother is. I don't know if I can do it all. I have been thinking about quitting the cheer squad to spend more time with him. He's so amazing. He's such a happy kid most of the time. Claims he loves going to the hospital because he gets to play as many video games as he wants. She's smiling, but her eyes are so sad. Once he told me he didn't want to die alone. My parents, they want me to focus on school and cheer to let the doctors deal with my brother. I really don't know how to deal with any of this. She's really embarrassed about what she's about to say. What do you think I should do? Take care of her brother, take care of herself. Take care of her brother. You'll never forgive yourself if you don't spend as much time with your brother as you can. Yeah, you're right. Like 2 weeks ago I got really dizzy and fell down at cheer practice. He said he was worried about me. Can you believe it? The poor kid said he was worried about me. Oh, I'm afraid. The team isn't going to be happy, but she hugs you again. Thanks you for being here. She hugs you for a long, very long time. Babysitting. I know I'm gonna need to hit something to increase more my happiness. The problem is the parents. It's decreasing a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna need to balance a little bit. High school is almost at the end. You and Richard became great friends, best friends even. One day, he hugs you out of nowhere. It may be the most physical you have ever seen him get. What was that for? Thanks for being my friend, you know. I don't really have any at all. Yeah, but what brings this on right now? School's going to end soon, and I don't know what happens next, but I'm glad you are here for this part. Same to you. The bell rings, but you hug him back. Poetry and local hospital. Okay. So poetry a little bit to get this Mark Twain in there. This only to increase. I don't need to do nothing in here for now. Use this to see. Okay, let's see what we have here that can be good for us. Like that. More of these. Like this. This good. In the internet. As you are used to seeing, Neil is playing the same arcade in the back. How is it going, Neil? Oh, you know, found a Usenet group on the internet that gave me some good info on the game. You online? Sort of. The internet's going to change everything. I was writing messages back and forth with someone at MIT. It's crazy, we are basically wizards now. Of course, it always feels like this stuff moves faster than our brains, the changing world. I'm always trying to keep up with my students. Feels like they are leaving me behind. Is that why you are trying to get back into games? Yeah, they are really into arcade games recently. Just trying to stay up on what's getting kids into computer science, so I can relate to my kids. Compliment him. Most houses won't even try to stay current like this. Pretty cool. Yeah, I know. It's a lot of work though. The pressure of the kids taking my class keep me young. At least for a bit longer. Soon I think everything will go full VR and I'll just be lost. Something tells me you'll manage. Hey, I guess I'll have to see. The teacher passes the arcade games is being played, but rather than starting another game, walks away. The internet. Another skill that we learned. Okay, go on. It's another of what has become her visit to dinner with Flick. As usual, she doesn't order any food. You ever noticed that the really mean girls always seem to have best clothes? Agree with her. Oh, Todd, I mean, you dress amazing. Hey, she think somewhat at you. Dress worse and people think you are nicer. I rather die. I really like hanging out with you. So sappy. I just want to notice the good things while they are here. Talk about our brother. How's your brother doing? Actually, pretty good. He's doing a lot better. I mean, he still needs a new heart, but you know, there are degrees of terrible. At the moment, at least, he's doing much better than he could be. There's an odd pause as she looks at you in a strange way. You ever wish you could do something forever? What do you mean? This, I wish I could do this with you. I just, from Buzz. Of course, family calls. Have a good one. She gives you a hug before heading out. Okay. We need to get some food. We have the hospital, what it is. Elderly care. Okay, this to receive some money. Okay. Let's go to this and do a little bit of the kitchen knife. And eat this. And this, like that, is 50 already. This to do something as a job. This only as a job too. This increase a little bit for the parents. Going to the movies, but the parents will decrease a lot. Okay, bike riding, I need 5. Wait, it's bike riding or babysitting? Babysitting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the parents. Now try to balance a little bit. So let's go for bike riding, and in here let's go for classic literature. Because that will help a little bit of the parents. That's what I want, that because it's gonna balance a little bit. New skill, computer graphics. See, now increase a little bit of parents. That was very good. So how many times? 6 turns that we have. Nicely done. It wasn't in here that I want to go, in here. Let's do some job to increase the money. Okay. It's being hard, it's being hard. Come on, good thing. Okay, intelligence. Okay, like this. Nicely done. Physique. go for this. Solar system. Like that increase more. You know, Slick was at that school, more worrying she isn't answering her phone. After being unable to contact her for some time, you check by the hospital fearing the worst. She's there, her eyes puffy and red from crying. Oh, hi E, my brother E. She breaks down with tears as she throws her arms around you. She doesn't have real words, just sobs and gasps. You gather that her brother had a complication. He didn't make it, E. I was here with him, it was waiting, the surgery. I refused to say goodbye, told him we'll... She breaks down into sobs again. Her family, it turns out, it isn't even in town. You are the only one she has to cry on. I have to go. What? I'm sorry, I just walked out, leaving you confused. The moment you came through the door. Alright, hotshot. How far can a rabbit run into the woods? Make a guess. I don't know, like halfway? Wrong, the rabbit can only run halfway. Your partner narrows their eyes, because after that they are running out of the woods. You didn't steal my brain teaser book, did you? Ha, no. Well, good work. Just remember to keep your thoughts sharp. You never know when life is going to throw a ugly one at you. So erase your memory. Okay, 300. Jesus. Let's go hit something again. Let's do this. Oh, I don't need to do, because I already have. Let's get some money. Increase. We can increase a little bit more, like that. 74 for us. Okay, we don't have more energy, but I'm only going to this place to see if happens something or not. Okay, nothing. Okay, nothing. We can do some schedule. So memory. So we need to make our parents now happier. So we go for philosophy. Knife skills are already done. Classical literature. Entertainment. Is there something? There is the basal cards only. In here. There's the kitchen. The baseball cards. And more classic literature. It's time to learn. Because we come SAT. Yeah! But we are not master yet in that. Nice. Over the next month or so, attempts to call or talk to Flick are just ignored. Eventually leaves a voicemail for you. Hey, sorry, I'm really busy, you know, with the free round. Well, maybe we can hang sometime later, just not now. I am really busy, you know. The mess goes on another few minutes, but it's just dead air until she finally hangs up. After walking around the school for a while, you end up at the sport field. It's sheer practice. The cheerleaders are just standing around doing nothing. Something about the scene seems oddly familiar. Damn, where's Felicity? This way too familiar. Hey you, go check out Felicity. She's been in the bathroom forever. It takes you a few moments to realize that you've done this. Let's go see her. No, that's a lie. You have been thinking about her every day ever since she just vanished from your life. Hey, are you there for stuff? I'm talking to you. Huh? Sorry, coach. Well, yeah, I'll find her. Well then, get on it. Chop chop. You knock on the girl's bathroom door. Flick, are you there? Size just long enough to make you think bathroom is empty. When suddenly you are a lost soul. Go inside. As you walk into the girl's room, you notice Flick sitting on the floor crying. Hey, you can't be here. Well, since you don't want to come out, I have no choice but to come in. You hear a voice outside. Flick jumps on her feet. Shit, lock the door quick. You lock the door just in time before someone grabs the handle from the outside and tries to force it open. You then hear a hard knock and an annoyed voice shouting at you to open the door. Shout something back, stay silent. You wait for a while, not saying anything, not moving a muscle. Eventually the girls give up and leave. Mind telling me why you suddenly stopped talking to me? You see cold drape from Felicity's face. She starts crying again. I guess I do owe you an explanation. Felicity wipes the tears from her face and leans back against the wall. After our boy died, I was angry at how unfair everything was. At him for leaving, at you Phil starts crying again. You put arms around her and she leans over your shoulder. Why did I get to be happy? Why he couldn't even if I only could switch place with him? I'm sorry, I didn't realize. My parents were right, you know, that I had to let go and live my own life. I hope you'll get better, but I knew you wouldn't. Deep down I always knew how it would end. I was angry at him and at you, but I was angry with myself. And then I guess it was too late to say that I'm sorry. You have faced tightly. I was afraid you would want to talk to me anymore. You were wrong. You are kidding me, right? I've been thinking about you every damn day. Ever since I last saw you at that hospital. Every damn day. Flick leans her head on your shoulder. Do you think we can start over? I would like that. So would I. So how we do that? Flick shrugs. I'm Felicity, but you can call me Flick. All my friends call me Flick. What's your name? Well, it's nice to meet you. You both smile at each other. All is well. Over the next few days, you actually start to hang out again with Felicity. It was very awkward at first, but eventually both of you found a way to move forward as friends. And you are glad you did. Okay, space exploration, bathroom. Okay, 5 only. So we have library, what we have? Solar system. Can increase a little bit. Try to see. Okay, try again. Okay, we need the race memory. Bathroom, what is in the bathroom to do? Cheating, of course. Exam solutions, complete homework. Okay, that's cool, that's cool. It is only that, that's only to buy. Oh, didn't want to go there in here. There is always memory in here to do. Okay, in here we don't have any more things to do. Okay, let's start in this. Come on, good think. Okay, intelligence again. We need memory, but oh well. Uber memory, we can't have this at least. Okay, let's go home. Okay, we can go buy again more food. Kitchen knife. Let's do this too. Okay, let's buy some of the food. Be careful with the money, not get bankrupt. Okay, memory. So where is the memory? Now classical literature and some philosophy, some work, the kitchen assistant, and something for us at the same time. That's gonna be the paper RPGs and some shopping. Yay, master the classical literature. Nicely done. Philosophy too. Getting some money back at the same time. Nicely done. More friendship from the parents because of the expectations. That's why I do always like that. Because if you remember how it is, everything you can balance between them. Paper RPG, I don't need. Can try more solar system in here. Philosophy is already done. Statistics. Nice. Let's go for some culture system too to gain some more money. Alright, I'm here. Okay, so bring map. Let's go for this. We don't have more. Can't go for this. Nice. It's 30. 25. Can do the shockwave to get some more. Okay. Well, we have 200. Camera works out there. Volleyball. Computer graphics is too much. Okay, let's go for economics. Literacy. And this. Okay. We have 4 days yet. Perform babysit 10 times. So you can see then they start to repeat a little bit because like it's hard to know what to do more then, of course. Okay, we can eat a little bit of mac and cheese. Can't do nothing in there. Okay, we don't have more energy. Okay. So babysitting, right? It was how much time? 10? Yep, 10. So put 3 now. Let's put some bike ride to complete. There's certain ones that I need yet to do it. Statistics, solar system, and evolution. Because in here we need to do because to the parents. That's what I'm doing. Nice. We are getting a lot of physique. Okay. Nicely done. Oh my god, macroeconomics, drama, and bacteria. Okay. So we're gonna be a criminal? We can do this. And some microeconomics too. Prepare RPG. Okay, like this, good. Okay, let me see where. I'm gonna go through here. Let me get some of these. Okay, not bad, not bad. We can do volleyball to see what happens. Another PE class, and today is volleyball. A proper set is done like this: arms together, legs bent. Okay, now break into groups of 3 and practice. As people break into groups, coach pulls you aside. Hey, just want to check in. Sorry if it seemed like I was coming on hard last time. Just when I was in school, I always felt like teachers were looking through me. Tell me it's fine. It's fine. Good to know that someone notices you sometimes, right? Right. I just want you to know how to look after yourself now. So later down the line in life, well, you seem like you got the handle on things. Why don't you join those kids over there? Send you to a group of kids and volleyball drills are done until class ends. So now we can sprinting or football. Of course I go for football. In Portugal, football is what people like. Oh, but isn't it here? So it's only next, right? That they're gonna appear. Okay. So let's go home. We can learn bacteria. Human body and invertebrates. Human body. We have some money. You can buy something for us. We can do this a little bit of work. And buy some food. This like this. Like that we don't waste a lot of money. Brainstorming, we don't need. Cloud watching. Okay, there's nothing to do in here. Only check. Okay. Okay, so babysitting again. How much time that I need? It only have 2 turns. Okay, so we can do again 3. Some skills. We can put solar system. 2 of these. No. Can I take one? Yes. Internet. Entertainment. More paper RPG. You can see that next the thing of the parts, right, to meet up their expectations, then starts to repeat always. Nicely done. the internet becomes a monster because it's a monster internet on that time. So now we have football 101 and human body. Where is football? Oh, I can. Let's go. Let's see. Oh, nothing happened. It's okay. I thought something would happen. Want to see them play football. Okay, some bacteria to learn. It's like, bacteria. Some statistics. Nice. That's very good. In here, what we have? Oh, football. Here we go. Let's see what happens. But in here for them it's rugby. Okay. It's not safe football in Portugal. Okay, that was very good. This. Nicely done. We can get more of these. See, we can collect these too. More. Nice. This was very good. Computer graphics. Nicely done too. Okay. We have some food. We can go and eat. Like that, we are very good, and we cook a little and do some jobs. Nicely done. What we have in here? I don't have more stamina. Okay, so babysitting, how much I have? 6 out of 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need to put 4. So more to entertain us. Okay, put this 2 times. And put computer graphics at the same time to learn more. Got that balancing. Okay, we have football kicking and game development. Oh my! I can't do game development. 999. It's a lot to have it. Oh, I would love to see that. Okay, so we have one turn. Okay. Nicely done. Macroeconomics, nicely done. Okay, let's go. Nice, this is good. Let's see, exploding. No, this is not this, damn it. We want this. Explode. Can go for this too. Okay, so football kicking. Oh, we have sorry, NLP class, another new sports segment. Football this time. Now everyone, I want you to pad up. We are just doing flag football. We are wearing some of the gear anyways. I don't think that's dumb, but safety is important. Some of the kids giggle something about stoneheaders again. Yeah, it's really funny. Laps, run them. You are having trouble with the pads when coach comes over. Aywa, calm down there. You are doing it all wrong. He helps you get them situated. I keep hearing some kids call you Stonehead. Yeah, I was nickname got during my pro days. Football, I think I have said. It wasn't the name I was called for positive reasons. I was very aggressive for men back then. Probably learned it from their parents. Not sure the best approach is. Tell him to ignore them. If you don't let them realize it's going to get you, they will get bored with it. I know, but all wounds run deep. Now, so I feel like a teacher, so just now sports are great. Winning, losing, being part of a team feels in your body and just feeling alive. Just remember, doing it for your life, well, no sport lasts. Alright, your path should be good to go. Coach pats you on the back and sends you back to the game. Okay. Let's go back home. Family night. Tonight you are watching cinematic classic The Ship. Do you see that, kiddo? A cat always goes down with the ship, always. You see tears in your parents' eyes. Say you'll go down with the ship, tell them you'll be the first. No, this. I'll make sure that everyone else who could make it off made it off. I know you will, kiddo. Your parents hug you while the ship slowly sinks into the cold water. Raise empathy. Okay. Raise empathy. Okay, what more? I don't have energy, nothing to do in here. Okay, empathy. Okay, so we need to increase a little bit for us. Only have this for empathy. Bacteria. You can put a little bit of computer graphics, but yeah. And work, dog walker, and a little bit of sketch too. Nicely done. Damn it. Get you some money too. Touchdowns practice. Okay, that seems good. Touchdown practice if you want. Nice. Can do one more time. Nice. Space exploration. Let's human body. Let's go for that too, because it can be interesting. Okay, let's see. We have here. Surprise. Explosion? Yes, explosion. Nice darn. Press in here to see everything. Jesus. It even exploded a lot. It even bring to the other part of the map. These explode. More of these. More of these too. Super insight I don't need. More, collect that. They explode, look, open more. They never explain about that, but it opens more. Collect that. These two. More empathy. Like that we already have empathy with our parents. What I could collect more. This. Okay. So we have space exploration or irrational numbers. Rational numbers. And some macroeconomics too can help. And I can go for camera work. Stopping by the cinema, you see Luke again. Seems he's just finishing up another Q&A about this film. Look, hey. Oh, if it isn't the one with questions that didn't suck. Trust me, most of these things are mind-numbing. So if you had any more advice, a great filmmaker is only as good as his understanding of the camera. Learn all you can about the camera and you can do just about anything. Ask about lighting. I hear that light is very important to camera work. Is this true? Oh, 100%. Any advice for starting out with lighting? Well, see, the thing is what you really need to do is decide if you want to work in front of the camera or behind it. None of this matters if you don't know where you are going. So I have to run to the next Q&A. He heads off, but you are pretty sure his movie doesn't have another showing today. He doesn't know anything. Directing actors is the thing that we can unlock. How are you doing money-wise, Lolas? Are you saving up? Yep, I'm responsible. I've heard it's good to have some money saved up, so I've been trying to put some into the piggy bank whenever I can. I'm glad to hear that. Are you saving for anything in particular? For the future. I'm just saving it in general for the future whenever I'll need it. I see. Just remember that at this age you shouldn't rely just on your allowance. You are pretty grown up, so you should be able to find a job. So go ahead and make some money. Earn 200! Oh my god. That's a lot that parents want. You can do this. Buy some this immediately like that. We recover a little bit. Like that we can do this. Elderly care. Okay, let's go for the exam. Okay, let's see how this works. Collect 8 attributes in a single tap to earn Eureka power-up. Eureka collects all attributes of its kind on the field. Collect 8 attributes in a single tap. Okay, so it needed to be like about 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8. Oh, that's hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does it work? In here 2. Damn, it's hard. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nah, it's hard to see them. Jesus, nothing appears correctly. Okay, let's go for these. 26 points. Like nothing gets together, like to get a lot. Let's go for these. 78. Look at that, sure. Nothing yet to do. I understand that they want us to do that combo, but it's like that combo is super hard because they never be together. Nice like that. No moves left. So 130. Did I say there are more schools to be had? What the future awaits you? And most important, how do you do on SAT exam? You didn't care much about the exam. Whatever happens, that's what you believe it. Of course, your parents were very supportive of you. You have met their expectation. Then some. You have made them proud. So much has happened on your journey through life. You have discovered a new place, learned and tried many different things. Most important, however, you met many new people. You have learned from some, while others had the chance to become something more, your friends. With some you stayed close, while others drift away for one reason or the other. All in all, you will remember your school years fondly. Felicity had to deal with deep survival guilt following her brother's death, but she eventually found a way to move on with her own life. She found a career and did have a family, though that nagging guilt always remained. The marriage was not the easy one and eventually broke down, largely because of Liz's own inability to trust. But nothing is perfect. At least she could be honest about that, and for better or worse, she always had you as a true friend and someone to keep her in check. Oh, thanks to the support of a good friend, Richard managed to gain a bit more confidence in himself. It took a lot of prodding, but he eventually decided to put his own music out into the world. He never got any major success, but he started with a small label and ended up making modest living as a successful music producer. It was raining cold even when you found about Nathan. He was overused middle-aged man to take his own life and in a run-down apartment. Oh, Nathan died. The endless shouted in bold letters. Apparently he's been living alone for years, doing odd jobs, but just to get by. He never managed to connect with anyone, never found his true calling. On that rainy, fateful day, they found him in his own bedroom next to an old broken guitar and a notebook filled with poems. But how did your life turn out in the end? Who did you become? Your final SAT exam had a big impact on your future education and career. Your first was F, of course. Nothing appeared correctly. You are also interested in electronic device. You carried over your passion into adult life and chose to work that keeps you close off all that. A Radio Shack employee. Yes. In your adult life, you weren't alone. You had someone with you through both the good at the end. Someone very special. Years after you left high school, you met Steven. You two fell in love and decided to start your own family. You were very happy together. And then one day you adopted a child and journey through life began anew with a new world and many new adventures. Okay, it's like I had to like those easy jobs because like people were saying that it's like you get a lot of things during your life, but it's like when you reach to the SAT exam, nothing of that counts, right? It's like okay, you get more turns, right? You're increasing, but it's like it's not easy because they teach that about the bomb, about that arrows, right? And in there it teach you about that. But it's like you need to make in a line to get more and more points. And people are saying that it's super hard to get a good score on the SAT. Of course, I understand at the same time because it's to be real, right? Like it's hard to be a SAT exam that is going to a university. I understand they want to make it like real, but it's like it makes on purpose to make you like to fail a little bit. Because like I had 60, I think it was like that. I had some more moves, and it's like okay, you want to do that in a line like that, you get a lot of points, and it's like you barely have because never gets you in there. It's like I understand, but it's like I understand why people at the same time complain on the final exam that it's hard to get a good career, but at the same time like it's a good game. It's a good game. Because you have a good story, right? Like, okay, your parents want you to have a good life. Okay, you meet friends. Okay, Nathan died because of your choice that you did, right? The Richard got like, okay, he went to music, but he wasn't like a star. He was semi-successful, and we become like a Radio Shack because of our SAT exam. Because people were saying even about that. Even if you learn a lot, like I was learning about science, a lot of that, didn't count for nothing because your SAT exam is what gonna give you your future career, and it's like, so why I pass a lot of time trying to learn? One thing is like you need to learn to get more turns for your exams every year that every time that you go to different school, right? You need to do an exam. So that's to get more turns for each. But it's like the SAT exam is where you're gonna get a job, get a career, and it's like hard because it doesn't correspond a lot to what you learn during the game. That I was like video games, engineering, science, and like not Radio Shack employees. Like what that has to be with video games, science, right? Doesn't have a lot of things, so it's like I can understand why people say okay, now you know, like the developers even say SAT exam is one thing that's super hard and they want to make it like something like real. Okay, I understand. But at the same time, like that it make you to do another second run or even third run like that, you know, okay, I want to save some knowledge, like later I can put a lot right to the SAT exam to have more turns, and like that you get more points. You understand already the mechanics, and you try to get different conversations like with friends, right? Like I got Richard and Felicity, and Nathan died. But if you go to second run, maybe like okay, I don't care about Nathan or Richard, and you go for the girls, right? or you can try to save Nathan at the same time. I don't know how that would work. And then like we didn't have the love, and then we discovered love was a guy, because I think that part you got married with a guy because you were more friends with guys, right? And that's why it become like that. And if you were friend more with girls, you will meet a girl, is what I'm thinking. And because we, like I said, that I love kids, and we adopted a kid at the same time. It's a very good game, I will say. You pass good time, you're gonna enjoy, because there is a lot of choice to do, like in terms of shows. Like I was, like it even say that I mixed a lot, right? It was humor, body, science, sports, entertainment. So there's a lot of things that I did. That's why they say I was mixed. But like if you want to do it, if you want to play, you can go, okay, I'm gonna only focusing on science, always choosing only things of science. Of course you need to be careful, of course, that certain times your parents, you're gonna ask like empathy, physique, so you need to have certain things that give physique at the same time, so you can't only focus on science. But what I feel too is that, okay, my parents were proud of me, right? Because I was good with them, I was more than 50%. But at certain point, near to the end, in terms of what parents ask you, it starts always to be repetitive. They don't change nothing anymore. It's always go get some money, go get some physique or empathy. It doesn't change more. And it's like, it's a good game to pass time. They isn't only like know how to manage, because you need to know how to manage like the happy of you and your parents. I don't. It's like I barely use the pride, because there was that thing on special gifts that's about that you need a lot of pride, but didn't work for me. Maybe I need to do maybe I need certain things to be better, maybe. But it's like pride you barely use, is what it feels. And of course you need to manage then the money, because you need to have some money, of course. But then it's like talking, knowing who to talk in terms of choice that you do, so it's always good. And then of course know how to balance everything. This game is more like story and management that you need to do. The story, because it's like it was like a real life, right? You go for you start as a baby, and then you go to schools until you get a career. Of course you don't go to university. I thought it would go to university, but they didn't put that. I understand why, because it's like there's a lot of things that you need to do on the university, and like that they do a resume in them, and you have to manage everything that you have: money, the happiness of your parents, the money, the happiness, you're happy to, if you are happy or not, because like they say, if it's reach zero, you're gonna get penalties. I don't know what kind of penalties, is what I will say, but it's very good. It's very good. I like it. It's like showing that a life of a person, it resumes a lot in the school and the choice that you do, and if you are focused or not on school, like grades. Because I had B, C, C, and on SAT I only got 170 something points. But I think like when it's the tests, the exams, right? I will say like to be more easier. Right, like if you have a lot of I don't know how it was called, that you need certain turns that you're gonna get, you need to have at least 100 to get more turns. I'll say the more you have, the more easier it gets, is what I'll, but it's not bad. Let's start. It brings Emil to here again. Is it? Yeah, because now we are the boy, we are the baby, so it like it begins everything from the same. Is what it is. But now you don't have a tutorial, because you already know how it works. Okay, not bad. Like it brings you back in here, like that. You already know. You don't have a tutorial because you already know everything, so it continues. Like always a generation. Not bad. If you want, like, okay, now we are a baby of of us. It's not bad. It's a good game, is what I have to say. It's like seeing a life how it is. That choice always matters. If you want that tests on exams on school matters always for your future, meeting friends, and of course, it's like they say that you can, like when you are on school you can get a relationship, right? But I didn't get because I was like talking with Richard, Felicity, Nathan. I wasn't always like trying to get a relationship with someone. But it depends always choice that you get. Even with parents, I was always with the parents doing, oh, let's say a movie like that. You can say I want to go to our room like that. It depends then how you play it. You don't need to do that. But I can see multiple playthroughs for the game because of the first one is understanding how the game works, and then the others is trying to get a better job because in resume you can be a president, you can get the president of the United States. So if you want that, it's not gonna be easy. I don't know how you reach to that, to be a president or an astronaut. The astronaut will be about what? What will be science or astronomy? It's all around. Being actor will be about film, movies that you need to learn. You can be an athlete, I think, or a coach because you learn sports. I'm the president. I don't know. It's like politics, maybe. Right, to be a president you need to be a politician, right? So maybe you need to focus on that. But yeah, it's a very good game. Of course, on the first one you're gonna try to balance everything, but if you want then to get try to get the job, like they say, there is the easy jobs, that is what I got, and there is the hard jobs, that is that was talking about the president of the United States, like that you need only to focus on certain ones, like politics, entertainment, that is for being an actor. Maybe you can be a football star, that's only about sports. Astronaut, I don't know how you reach to be an astronaut, but yeah, very good game, very good game. You have story and at the same time management on the game. So yeah, if you like this type of games and you want to give it a try and see what career you can get, and to see what you can get like in terms of scores on the tests, on the exams. I call it tests, but on exams you can go on Steam and buy it. It's already available today because the game came out today, and I can guarantee that you're gonna enjoy because when you start the game you want to know what type of career you're gonna get, and you're gonna enjoy because the game never gets boring. I can guarantee that, because it never gets boring because you know what you need to do. Yes, you can say that, oh, but sometimes you need to do that thing of your parents to be proud. Yes, I can guarantee, yes, you can it's like kind of forced, right? In that you need to manage a little bit for the parents, but I understand at the same time that is to make them proud, right? For what you have become. So I understand at the same time, but you don't get bored because if you know how to manage between if you are happy and your parents are happy, it gets easier. Is what I think. Like people are saying that it's hard to manage between those two, but I think it's not, because it's easy to balance between you and your parents, but I can understand at the same time when they are talking about to get like those hard jobs. So I can understand at the same time that. But it's like if you like this type of games that has a good story and it's about managing, you're gonna enjoy this one. If you aren't like you don't like a lot of this type of games that is about managing, I will say give it a try because this game is very very good because it's all about life. So hope you're gonna enjoy the playthrough of growing up. Again, if you wanted to get the chance and to see what career you get, you can go on Steam and buy it in there because it's already available. So hope you guys enjoy and see you guys next time.